Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? I can't tell. I don't know. I don't know if you can hear me or not. We're already pulled over. We can't pull over anymore. Speaking of pulling over, Jay is not home yet, but he's almost there. He's almost there. He's going to be there soon. I'm told he's going to be there, the greatest ever of all time. How you guys doing? How's your Saturday? How's your Saturday going? Can you hear me all right? Yeah, I know we're doing this early, a little bit earlier, just to switch it up, feel around, turn off the lights, feel around, see what happens. It's Saturday. It's hotter than men's elbows outside. They get so sweaty, our elbows do, and no one ever understands what men go through with their sweaty elbows. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm assuming you can hear me because no one has said that they haven't yet. But I did start a Patreon stream the other day and talked for like 5 minutes before I saw someone was like, "Hey, I can't hear you, stupid." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Dad." How's it going? What's up, Tomo and Michael and Joe and Danny Roland and Daniel and Tomo? I already said Tomo. What's up, Gary? How goes it, my friend? Is this weird for you guys? Do you like the 6 o'clock start time more than the 8 o'clock start time? Or do you hate it and you want to squeeze our nipples in anger and twist? Yeah, dude. Lee, the heat is gnarly. We were just outside for a minute on the back deck, and I can't feel my hands. They're like, feels like someone sucked the moisture out of my body, and like not in the way I prefer, you know? Yeah, I know. Starting at 6 feels weird. I feel strange. I feel different. I can tell there's already less people in here than usually when we start, so I feel like maybe not 6 p.m. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You never know what's going to happen. But I know people have plans on Saturdays, so hey, don't you be barking, dog. I'll kill you. I don't know. Oh, dude, Berto, you're so lucky, man. Going to Blink-182 tomorrow. Tomorrow? I have to wait until August. I'm disappointed, but I'm going to see him again in September. I'm considering taking the trip to Columbus to get those cheap restricted view seats in mid-August as well. They have like $40 restricted view seats, and the stage spins. So I'm like, that's amazing. I'm telling y'all, if I wasn't, is that Jay parking? If I wasn't married with kids, I would probably just be a groupie. I would probably just follow the entire damn tour. Let me rephrase that. If I wasn't married and didn't have kids and also had an insane amount of money, I would probably just do that. Just make me happy every single night. I'm already doing it anyway because I listen to the concerts. Like I watch the concerts the day after all the time. So I know it's sad. You don't have to tell me. I understand very well. What are we drinking and eating tonight, guys? What everybody have for lunch if you're not doing either? Damn, JK. Well, that makes me happy for you. At least we can start a little bit earlier for you. Oh, hey, Lexus. Good to see you. Well, it is the day, Mike. It is the month. If you're going to be, you should be today. You know what I'm saying? Zach, I heard there was a rumor that 21 Pilots and Blink were going to tour together, but I guess they didn't pan out. We have Halloween news we're going to talk about tonight, too. That's going to happen. That's going to be so fun. It's a little bit, but it's fun. It's enough to talk about, so I'm super excited. I'm super excited about it. Can't wait. Sonic half-off shakes? Okay, I dig it. Now, see, Merlin, I can't drink shakes. I'm already too fat. Can't have the shakes. I have enough. I'm like Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's like, my booze need nobody. All right? I got to be careful. It's like that Tenacious D skit. Jay's almost here. He was late getting home, so he's almost here. Fear not. It's like that Tenacious D skit where he's like, I want a 6-piece, and I want you to take 2 of them and shove them up your butt. Hey! Oh, my God, you shaved your head!
I didn't shave it.
Oh, wait. Hang on. I can't hear you. Say something. I'm giving up.
Yes.
No, that's the fucking wrong one too. Shoot. Okay.
Fix your shit.
I got it now. Shut up.
God damn.
Dude, I only saw you out of the corner of my eye, but I thought you shaved your head for a second.
No,
your hair looks good.
Lights hitting it.
Yeah, it looks good though.
I'm going to Yosemite.
I'm going to Yosemite, Mom. What were you doing? Why were you late? Were you pooping?
I was getting a haircut.
Oh.
That's why.
Wait.
That's fucking why.
Well, I like it. You know, I didn't curse the whole first 4 minutes. We had a chance of being monetized. If
No,
we
we
just went
don't. That's
30
a
more
horseshit
seconds.
Hey, you know what? I believe in rainbows at night too. It's never gonna happen ever.
Are you feeling itchy though since you just got your hair cut? Is your
Really
neck all itchy
no,
and shit?
It feels amazing.
Oh,
I told the guy at the barbershop, I was like, if I wait any longer, I'm gonna have to start a band. He was like, oh, yes. I was like,
the fake laugh.
I know, and I was like, all right, just continue.
I don't really mean this. What are you drinking there? Is that A&W?
Yes, it's a root beer.
Are you mid fast or are you just starting later?
I'm mid fast.
Oh.
I'm in fasting right now. I'm in going on 15 hours.
So how far are you going today?
I'll probably go to like, I don't know, 8.
So like 8 p.m. So like 17 hours total?
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, that's not a real thing. It's like I should be going. I actually should be like 18, but I'm not. I mean, if I'm gonna drink, I won't.
Yeah,
but like actual end time is like 7-11.
Yeah, I can't do it, dude. I can only go. I think I went like 13 today, and I was proud of myself. I can't do that 18 shit. That's crazy,
dude. Yesterday I did like 27 hours.
Woo! Why would you do this?
Well, that was an accident. I was gonna try to go for the 20, but then I forgot that I had forgot to hit the timer because I went to bed,
dude.
And so there was already actually a bulk of time on there that I forgot about.
I'd be trying to eat people's dicks at that point.
I did, but they were not appreciative of it because I came out of nowhere like a goddamn zombie.
Yeah, like more than usual.
If you guys ever get those emails from like Netflix when you like leave them and they're like, "Hey, Jonathan, it's been a while. Have you?" I was like, "I don't care how good your tits are, Jennifer. I'm not coming back." It's like a broken up girlfriend that keeps on like reminding you, and they're like, "Hey, did you forget about us?" I hate that shit, dude. Like every time, it's like my inbox is like filled with that shit. With Netflix.
Derek, I see. It says unreal. I'm supposed to be in Michigan right now. I'm supposed to be in Michigan.
Why?
But we had a childcare issue that happened. So, but now we're here.
You just got back from vacation. You're trying to go to Michigan? God damn, what are you on world tour?
Not for long. It's just for 2 days. Just for 2 days. Jesus. I know. Shut up, Derek. I hope you have fun without me. You dirty little. I actually saw a video. I can't say what it is here, but I have to tell you, I saw a video that reminds me of him earlier. I can't show it here. It's too naughty. Speaking of naughty, fucking Lee, dude. Lee!
Hey, Lee, thank you, dude.
First super chat of the night, and Lee's just like, look at my huge
dingling dong
dick. I was trying to think of something else. I couldn't say it. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, dude. You're too kind to us, man. Heck yeah, gotta start this Saturday right with I'm having a stroke with some love to my boys. Love y'all. Hey, Loomis, I got a ticket yesterday for not wearing my seatbelt.
Yes, that's because you're a dumbass. Wear your goddamn seatbelt. You know what? In Kentucky, it says click it or ticket. Remember those words. Click it or ticket. That's what you should do. God damn. Or just like do it smart. Just driving around with your tits out. I'm not wearing a seatbelt. Come arrest me. That's what you did. You tempted fate and you got the shock in your asshole.
It's more noticeable when you're driving shirtless if you don't have a shirt on because it wraps up under your titty in a certain way that the cops can recognize it.
Yeah, I've been to the parking lots at Walmart at 3 a.m. in Kentucky. It's usual.
They'll get you. Yeah. Thank you, Lee. You're the best, dude.
Whew. Lots of crazy shit coming out. You know what? I gotta
like me
now. No, the disrespect situation. If you guys have been following that, like it's cooked central. Like holy fuck, it's an atomic bomb went off in his fucking backyard now.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like he's not come out. I mean, he's probably doing the safe thing now at this point. He's just not gonna say anything. I wouldn't either. I would just take my millions and leave. But at the end of the again, you're gonna give it with the grain of salt about Twitch. A former Twitch employee saying he knew that it was a minor and whatever. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know what the fucking case is there, but I know that all the other stuff that's coming out about him, the boy's done. Also, he got demonetized off YouTube. I was like, welcome to our world. Like, it took him doing that nasty ass shit, and we don't even do anything. We're demonetized.
Well, I think what he got was something different. Like, we get limited ads because we say dirty things like cock, balls, shit, fuck, fart. That's just but I think demonetized means, like, you're not allowed to make money on this app. Or this
that's true. I because I read that somewhere, and I clicked all his videos, and it was like every one of them was like no ads. Like, it would just go straight to his video, and it was like, yeah, it's just like demonetization completely. But his channel's still up. And he's got over 4 million subscribers on YouTube. So I mean, you can't. I mean, if you're demonetized, you're not going to make anything. Like, but he's made a bunch of money off of that shit already. So,
well, yeah. I mean, he's probably definitely already a millionaire. So, you know,
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, from what you hear in the back from the people who have seen it allegedly, like even his friends, they're like, "Oh, I can't fuck with that." So
there's one thing I saw where like this trans lady came out and said something about he was like hitting her up and trying to fuck with her. I don't know if that's true. I saw the screenshots on the DMs and it looked fake as fuck. Like this one where he's like, I'm gripping it now. Boom. Like it just sounds like a character.
Actually, I thought that
it sounds
just
like a
something
cartoon
he would
character.
say.
Like, oh yeah, gripping and ripping. Boom. Just came.
So someone said the guy just whacked off in private messages in character because it sounded so much like him.
It sounded too
say
weird to
something
be
like that.
real. But the other thing was, about that former Twitch employee giving the Rolling Stone interview saying that Disrespect or Guy BM knew how old the girl was and when they informed him how old the girl was, he was like, I don't care, I got it covered, don't worry about it. Like he's fucking like in Heavenly Kid with a leather jacket on, I got it covered. And they're like, it was just his cockiness and arrogance back then, like it didn't matter. But you still, the weird thing is, and it's gonna be the strange. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's so fucking strange on the Twitch side. It's like you paid him money, and it was like you did you cover up on this? Like I don't get what you did. Like if you did, you're gonna open yourself up to lawsuits.
My best guess is what happened was he did message, and this is a guess, this is alleged or whatever, but what I would gather is he did message and said some crazy stuff, and there was proof that he knew, because I read that too. The guy was like, no, he definitely knew, and it got worse after that, which is despicable. And to that, there's no defense of.
Yeah.
But like, my guess is they only paid him out because they breached contract in some way too, whether it was by reading his private messages or something else. My guess is his lawyers found something they fucked up on, and they were forced to pay him out. And both parties were forced to walk away, or maybe they just didn't want any more litigation. So they said, "We'll pay you. Just go. We want you to go away so bad. We will pay you just to go away."
It just feels like something's really weird on that end. Like it was cut and dry on the fact. Okay, you messaged a minor. You had what you say leaning toward inappropriate messaging. I don't know what the fuck that means. It's so goddamn vague. And then, so that's happened, and it should be cut and dry. Where Twitch says, "Okay, you violated a moral clause in your contract." By doing that, you've admitted to doing that. We have the messages. Therefore, you get no money. You get nothing. No gobstopper. No millions of dollars. Nothing. You get no chocolate, Charlie.
Twitch does a lot of shit that doesn't make it.
They still paid him, and there's lawyers that went through arbitration, which means that they saw the messages, which means a judge saw the messages, which means that if there was anything criminal, they would have passed it on to a criminal court, and he would at least have been investigated criminally for this. And then somebody lied and said that they saw him in handcuffs. I mean, people are getting really fucking stupid. It's like, oh yeah, I saw Santa Claus giving my mom head in the kitchen. Like it's like
that does happen
fucking
sometimes.
Stupid and lie about everything now. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's some like again, Twitch is like in a real bad spot here because if
not as bad as he is, too.
No, well, he's fucked either way. But I mean, either one. But Twitch is bad because if they knew about this and they covered it up, then how many other content creators have they covered for doing wild, crazy, nasty shit like this for as how long? And then they open this up to the lawsuit. So I don't know. Like, there's a lot more of a deeper story there. It's not obviously Guy BM is a weird fucking creep and a 30-something-year-old man doing it, but that's one. He's gone. Like his career's over. I don't see him coming back at all. And if he does, it's going to come to a limited crowd, and I think he'll go to Kick, but
a Rumble or some shit like that.
Well, he'll go to Kick 100. I mean, somebody said Kick is salivating at the possibility of getting him because they can get him super cheap now too. But Twitch is like, I mean, they're going to be like open to investigation. And if they're not yet, there's something. It's just something weird going on there. Like I don't know, just something really weird. And I don't know if it's because there's still an NDA in place where no one can talk yet, really fully about everything. Because again, an NDA was signed.
I don't know, man. I mean, for me though, like I actually think he's done either way. Like whether he does Kick or whatever, like it's the same thing with like the Drake stuff. Like there's not even any actual fire for the most part about the Drake stuff. But like when you look at like just being, he did some sketchy stuff for sure. But like
Drake is one of the greatest musical artists of our generation, and he will come back like a cannonball from hell. He will come back and he will do a collaboration with Dr. D, and he'll talk about the D and all sorts of great stuff. What?
PDF to the square is what you call that stream. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. But for me personally, like even if I was a fan of something like that, knowing that, I could never listen to a guy like that again, dude. Like if they came out there, like, this guy's this perverted and like to talk to children, fuck that. Yeah,
I think what gets people is the arrogance of it. The arrogance to think you can get away with it and not think that there was going to be any consequences or fallout just because of how big you are. You are the face of Twitch, meaning you're that gigantic, you're that mega. That you're too big to fail, essentially. And if that's true, and again, I don't know him. I wasn't there. I didn't see the messages. I don't work for Twitch. So I'm going to say again, allegedly, if he knew her age and then just said, fuck it, I'm too big to fail. Watch this. Because now watch this drive. And
which is the alleged, like
that's what he said. That's what
we don't know
said.
for sure.
But again, I don't know. Yeah, it's gross. And I think what's really it's both either way. Even if he didn't know her age and she was like, and he's like, I immediately quit talking to her. And it came out later on that I immediately quit talking to her. What's gross is the fact that he had a wife and kid, and he already done. Like in 2017, this motherfucker had his dick out on parade. Like he was trying to fucking like have sex with everything apparently. Like trying to stick his dick. He tried to fuck the air. Like he just was sitting there like, what they doing this? Like what do you do? Like I'm fucking the air. Like
even him in the booth.
So at the end of the day, Jesus Christ, what a fucking idiot. And people are like, well, how do you have all this money and success and you throw it all away? It's like people do that shit all the time. I don't know. It's like asking why do clowns cry? I don't know. It's just a question that no one can answer.
Yeah, that's what I was saying last stream. Like either way, like not a great human. Obviously, if you're gonna do that to your wife and your kid, but the only chance you could possibly give the dude is okay, well, maybe he didn't know she was 17 and he was sort of confused. But if what that dude said was true and he knew and went even further, that guy can get fucked for life.
Well, here's the other thing too, and I don't understand why you wouldn't say that the first time out on your Twitter statement. If that was say, I had no idea how old she was. And then once I found out, I quit talking to her. Like if he had just said that would have cleared it up, and people would still could have called you a nasty fuck, but they wouldn't have said that you are a pedophile, and they'd just be like, "Oh, he didn't know," and that could happen to any guy.
And I think that's very telling, dude.
But
like that he didn't say that.
I don't know if it was a legal thing or he couldn't say it because it wasn't true, or
he just didn't want to say it because he didn't want people to know.
I don't know. Well, I know that in the people were saying again, I wasn't that he edited out individual minor several fucking times. Like he had like 45 edits, and I don't use Twitter, so I didn't know people could see that shit. I would be like editing. I'm glad I know because I would edit shit so often. People are like, God damn, Jay must be writing a novel because I would have like multiple edits in it. Like I'm like, I messed an abbreviation. I have to change that. Yeah, I didn't know, but apparently you could see it.
Yeah. I don't pay for it anymore because I was like, this is dumb. I'm not going to be Elon Musk anymore. My fucking money. But I did enjoy the edit feature because I fuck up tweets a lot, all the time. I
didn't even know you could. I knew that you could edit them, but I didn't know other people could see that shit. What a violation of fucking privacy, Elon! You son of a bitch.
I'm trying to hide these.
I'm stupid when it comes to words.
Damn you, Scuba Steve. Jason Perez, what's up, dude? Thank you very much. He says, hey man, won't be live with y'all. Going to the bonfire tonight. Nice. Coming home slosh to watch 7 already and have the night figured out. Maxine soon, my love. So are you saying you're going to watch the film 7? Or is there a John and Kate plus 8 show I don't know about called
dancing around the bonfire butt naked with the sweat glands coming off their nipples? I love it, Jason. I like to see that party.
That's what I like to do after a nice bonfire.
One guy they hire with the fucking oily ass chest, like I still believe, and like singing the saxophone in the quarter.
We were at a bonfire.
It's a Lost Boys reunion.
Dude, me and Katie went to a bonfire once, and I won't say this guy's name, but we were at a bonfire once out in the middle of nowhere. Like it was a Winchester bonfire, field party way out there. The guy's name I'm talking about rhymes with Pocky Blow.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we go out there and they're doing keg stands. It was a good little bonfire, whatever. But this dude gets drunk enough, and he goes, "There's a dead cow." We noticed there's a dead cow in the field, and he goes, "You guys give me $10 if I go suck that dead cow's nipple." And we're like, I mean, obviously
yes. You're gonna do it. That's a discount.
And he did, and I say this allegedly. I can't remember the exact price point, but it was pretty low. And he did it, dude. He went and sucked on a dead cow's nipple.
Now you can't listen. That's entertainment that is cheap and readily available for all patrons. I think every bonfire should offer such a show. It's weird. I always feel like bonfires, like they have like it's all like. I don't know what it is, dude. Like I guess you have this image in my head and this feeling in my fart, like a bonfire. It's like I'm going to a bonfire tonight. I feel like it's like an episode of Smallville or something that's going to happen, like where it's like a bunch of preppy people walking around drinking their like Zimas and talking to the girl that they
Karate Kid
like Karate Kid or something like that. Like the guy's like, "Oh, is Sheila going to be there?" I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "Man, she is. I should go over there and talk to her." I was like, "But her boyfriend," and like all this drama like is going to happen, and then One Republic is playing on the air. Like somebody put in One Republic. I don't know. Maybe that's just the bonfires that I want to go to.
Yeah, total opposite of the bonfires I went to. The bonfires I went to, there's just some redneck place. That's where I broke my hand. Is at one of those bonfires. Some dude, used to go to some out and trap, and that's deep country. And this dude would just come out there with like a whole box of bottle rockets and
Oh, yeah.
throw them in the middle of the fire and be like, fire in the hole. He would throw the bottle rockets in the fire, and everyone would just take off running because obviously they would start shooting in all directions, and you'd have to find some place to hide before you got struck in the fucking dick with a bottle rocket. Shit was wild.
Sounds fun. Oh, well, yeah, it's going to be like
it was actually a pretty great time as long as you
two different bonfires. Mine is like the Sears catalog cutout of like everyone getting ready for the fall weather, and they're all standing around the bonfire and they're enjoying themselves. They're like, they're laughing. And then Mike's bonfire is like like a scene out of The Witch, where all a bunch of naked girls are dancing around a fire. And it's like, oh yeah, and Black Sabbath is playing somewhere. I like it.
I like calm bonfires. I like to break out a guitar and sing some dirty songs.
It's like that. It's like that scene in Batman Forever. It's so you, yet so you.
Your tits are so juicy, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Good. I going to a bonfire in the summer has got to like be nut sweat central. Holy shit, dude!
It's too hot here. Like we were just out on the back deck, and it was like, no, can't happen.
Yeah,
can't not happen. Maybe super glad that I quit smoking, dude.
Because I'm not sitting out there. Butt sweat.
Yeah, it was fucking gnarly. Matt Hayes says working John's Papa tonight. I like the way you said that. I'm working John's Papa tonight. We'll catch you later. PSA: tip your driver's delivery fee is not a tip, folks. Remember that. It's important. Love y'all. Hope the stream is righteous.
Hey, man, I hope everything goes well at John Papa tonight. Keep on cranking them pizzas out, dog. People are hungry. No, yeah, it's true, man. I don't understand why people don't tip the drivers. I always tip. I tip like very well too. I tip well, and I also give them a little reach around when they come over too. But it's, I mean, obviously with consent. But yeah, I don't understand what people like. They're like, how much? I tipped them $2. Like, fucking asshole. I don't know. I've been there before where people have done that. I don't know, why do you do that shit for? Like that, it's like hard ass work doing. It's like it's the shittiest. It's not the shittiest job, but it's one of the shittier jobs that you can have.
I delivered pizzas for a little while, and it was actually pretty fun. But like the thing is, like I didn't think it was a shitty job, but
it's thankless. It's thankless. People are just assholes.
Well, yeah, I just think the money part's hard because you have to pay. I don't know what it is like now, but when I did it, you had to pay for your gas. Like you're paying for your gas and shit. So like you're making a smaller wage, and then like you depend on those tips. And these motherfuckers will order their pizzas like on the outskirts of like barely where you're able to go. Mm-hmm. And then when you get that tip after driving 10 miles, you're like, motherfucker. But I
need a pizza delivered in Narnia, back behind the alley of Gotham City. You're like, okay, I'll be there in about fucking 88 minutes.
Dude, I will say, like, the tipping has gotten out of control. Not for delivery drivers, all right? Not for delivery drivers, not for a lot of stuff. Waitresses, I'll understand. But it's crazy to me, dude. You will go anywhere. Like, you go to, like, if I go to Chipotle, and, like, I know, like, y'all have ads everywhere, what y'all are making. And, like, oh, shit. Pop out my... And then they're like, someplace like that where you actually get your own food or whatever, like you do your own thing, and they're like 20% tip, and you're like, wait, for what? Like it's great. Like everything has a tipping, like Starbucks, like the tip and stuff like that. And I always feel bad, so I do. But the first options always starts like 20%. I'm like, wait, this was a walk-up coffee bar. I walked up and poured my own coffee. You handed me a cup, you checked me out, and now I'm tipping you 20%. Why am I doing this? But that's the nature of the beast.
You're like, no.
I feel too bad. And then on top of that, like, would you like to round up for the Ronald McDonald Foundation? I'm like, I will.
I do that because
that's for kids.
I'll do that. I do that because I don't want no back harm on me. But I would do that. Just do the Logan thing from X-Men Days of Future Past, or not Days of Future Past, but First Class was gonna go fuck yourself. When you're like, okay, that'll work.
That's the spit in your.
That'll do it. And yeah, just don't say anything. Just say, what can they say? Well, you said go fuck yourself. It's like, yeah, I got my sandwich already, bitch.
Yeah, wait till you have the sandwich. Hey, have a good shift tonight, Matt. Have a good shift tonight, brother. Colton! What's up, dudes? Taking my son to the Lomas Brothers Circus tonight. I don't know what that is, but it's a circus. So, wait, what are the circus? That's Barnum and Bailey's?
I can't say the word. Barnum, Bailey, and Circus. Barnum Brothers. Barnaby's. I can't say it.
Yeah, I think it's Barnum and Bailey's.
I cannot fucking say that word.
You can't say Bailey's? Barnum and Bailey's.
I can't say their goddamn first name.
Barnum and Bailey's.
Barnum and Bailey's. Okay.
There he
is. I was Barnaby and Bailey's. Like I was like, hey, can I get 2 tickets to Barnable's?
Dr. Loomis, are you and your brother going to have Michael doing any tricks tonight?
Yeah, the one trick that called dying, but he won't do it. Sometimes you just can't teach an old dog a new trick. I've been trying for years. The only circus around here, I'm not related to them, asshole. The only circus is the goddamn government not giving enough money to keep Michael locked up. But again, it doesn't matter because Michael won't die, and it's people like you who encourage his behavior.
Hey, have you heard of the monoliths, by the way?
Yeah, it's that one in Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fake.
I don't know, man. Like, how they building them shits without anybody seeing them building them?
I don't know. It's fake.
There's a lot of concrete, a lot of rebar.
Mirror. It's just a mirror.
I don't know. We should ask Tim C. I bet he might.
I don't know. I saw that, and then there was apparently one out in Vegas too. I don't know.
Yeah,
but then actually, somebody that lives there in the particular area where this monolith was, they asked her, and she's like, "I already know who it is. I don't want to spoil it." So she's not like, it's like they know. Okay. They know it's an inside thing, and maybe I got somebody playing a prank on someone else. But she's like, everybody just coming here to northern Colorado. We love that shit, so I'm not going to spoil it. I was like, you kind of already fucking ruined the mystique by saying I kind of have my suspicions.
Okay, well that's fair then. Yeah, I knew that they we were talking about it before. We're talking to Kate's mom, and she was saying that like one of them they took it to an undisclosed location. Mm. When you hear that, you're like, hey, that's sketchy as fuck.
Yeah.
Where'd you take the concrete tower? Where did you take it to?
Where it was like some guy just bought it to put it in his bedroom, so when he fucks, he can have like a tall monolith and he can look at himself anyway he does it. It was just at an auction house.
Yeah, I'm crazy about the 5G. Colton, have a good time with the kid, man. Hope you guys have a lovely time. Gary! Hey, Mike, I got your DMs today. Hey, how you like that dick, pal? How you like that dick?
Shriveled old fucking sandworm looking thing.
Yeah, I just wanted you to check the spot I have on it, but you're not my doctor. I got confused. Look forward to getting the card. Hell yeah, man. On its fucking way, Jim. I hope you enjoy it. Did you watch the debate, Jay?
Surprisingly, no.
No, you didn't.
No, I was asleep. No, I was literally in like a non-food coma. I just fell asleep. I saw highlights though.
Woo!
It turned out exactly how I thought it was going to turn out.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
We're all going to die. Is basically what happened.
I did see one. I laughed my ass off, dude, because I didn't watch that part, but I read it. It was something about where Biden was going after Trump on something, and he's and I wish I had watched that part because he was like, they asked Trump to respond to what Biden said, and he was like, I don't even know what he just said. I don't even think he knows what he just said.
That shit made me laugh, dude.
Oh my god.
That was it was actually in I will say in his defense, that was the perfect response, because like it would have been so easy for him to go hard there. He actually looked like he felt bad. He was just like,
I saw some of the photo. Like I feel bad for that fucking guy, dude. Like and then somebody said about Jill Biden. I'm like, like how much do you not give a shit about your husband? Like you want to hold on to power that fucking bad that you're like, hey, this guy needs to be in bed with double socks on and like sleeping and watching Andy Griffith reruns. Not like fucking up there on stage trying to debate with Trump. I don't like, dude. The guy's clearly something's wrong with him. Like you can look at that. He looks like the goddamn Poltergeist 2 villain. Like there's something wrong with him.
But dude, it's just like depending on how you feel about it. I don't know, but like to me, it's like one guy's lying out of his asshole, and the other guy doesn't even know where his asshole is. So like this is just what we're doing. This is what we're doing. We're all fucking gonna die.
When you have like a guy that's over rehearsed, and then like. I don't know. I just feel bad for that guy. Like I really do. Like I was raised by elderly people, so I actually do feel bad for somebody that's old like that and helpless, because he is helpless. He doesn't know where the fuck he is.
He don't need to be out there, man.
Apparently last week he literally pooped his pants. Supposedly, I don't know, but that's what they said.
Well, I mean, so did you technically. So.
I did. Well, I admitted that. He didn't even know he shit his pants. Like he thought, like it was like that scene in Paul Rudd where he's like, "Someone shit my pants," or "Someone pooped my pants." But I don't know if it was young me or old me. Hey, but I pooped my pants for show. Hey, Craig, all right, you like that?
Fuck yeah, thanks, buddy. Welcome to the shit show of Fucktown. Hope you enjoy your stay, Lee. Again, thank you, brother. Really appreciate it. So the reason Jay's late is because he's out. He's doing the Loomis audition for the TV series.
I keep forgetting about that. The TV series.
Yeah, we got some news.
Like they would never do. Like all they would take is 5 seconds to watch any clip of our fucking shit and be like, "That's out."
I don't know, dude. I think you can pull it off. That's why he was getting his haircut.
Well, yeah, maybe, but I mean, at the end of the day, they would see what we're doing here, and they're like, "No, we're not being associated with these cockbacks. Fuck them."
Like, don't be ashamed. Like, if you have to leave me to go to Hollywood, I'll critique all your shit. I'm like, this guy sucks.
I don't know what it is. After 6 months, I just love the taste of cum. It's just constant. It's like that's the lifeblood out there, man. That's like getting the fucking water. Like that's an Aquafina out there. It's cum in a bottle.
You know, I think I'm gonna stay.
And it's weird. After I drink it, I have more auditions. It's weird how that works.
Electrolytes, they're good for you. They keep you hydrated. They keep you on task, and that's why. There's no other reason. Thanks, Lee. You're the best, dude.
Thank you, Lee.
Courtney Ray!
Hey, holy shit, Courtney! Fuck yeah, dude!
Whoa!
Hey, give it up for Courtney! Hell yeah, dude! Courtney walked in here. It's like Zolt.
5.
Damn, dude.
Hey, dude. Courtney just gave 5 fucking memberships out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And you see how Courtney's looking down with his profile pic? That's how he walked in. He's like, "You're welcome." He didn't even say nothing. He just walked out.
Courtney, you're a beautiful fucking fuck. That's what you are.
Thank
I love
Courtney,
you,
man.
And Roman, thanks, buddy. He says, "What's up, guys? How are you doing? I'm great today. It's my birthday. I just turned 27. Can you guys say happy birthday as Dr. Loomis and Dr. Chalice?"
Yeah.
Dude, my hair's getting fucking long. It's like past.
I don't want to hear about long hair. My shit was bad.
Listen, it's your 27th birthday, and if you don't have any STDs yet, you got to go out and experience a few. You know, you got to catch some. It's like Pokemon. Got to catch them. You haven't even been started yet. You're a rookie. Hopefully, you have a couple that you haven't gotten, and if you haven't caught them all yet, it's like I know a guy that you can go to, and he's got a card, and he'll punch it. It's like a punch card. On the 5th one, you get one for free, and the guy picks you up from your shift at Arby's, and you go behind the trash. You know, never mind. There's a personal situation. But I hope you have a great birthday, and try the roast beef and cheddar. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. That's all I gotta say.
Happy birthday. Stay away from the drugs and get a job. Shut up.
Has anyone seen my wife and kids?
No one has, except for the court system.
Where's that?
Happy birthday, AA Run.
Point me in the direction. I need to find it.
Happy birthday, man. I hope you have a good one.
Because my heart is in Ohio. Yeah, dude. Have a great birthday, Aaron. I like the way you spell your name and the way that you...
Iran. When you're a kid, you're like, that's how you spell it. It's like, hey, that's how you spell Iran. Iran. It's like, come up to the fucking board and spell Iran. It's like, that kid's going to be a world leader.
Mark Barton. I don't know if y'all know gay. My dogs are staring at me. I don't know if y'all know gay porn star Austin Wolf was arrested for child's play.
Yeah, no one likes fucking Chucky. You should be arrested if you enjoy that, Cody.
Which for me is shocking, and I love hot dudes, but this is where we need to draw a line. Yeah, I'd say that the line. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the line should have been drawn all the way around the school, at least 200 feet. Yeah. I don't know who that is, but I did see a tweet about it.
I'm not saying I know who Austin Wolf is, even though I have the honor. But no, yeah, like 100%. Like anything involving that kind of shit's gross as hell, dude. I have no sympathy for people that are caught doing it. I think your dick should be cut off, and like you should be publicly beaten. Like in a town square. I think, yeah, with your dick. I think they should cut your dick off, stick it in your mouth, and then have other people beat the fuck out of you in a public square. I literally have no sympathy. And they're like, well, they're like, fuck you. I hate people that try to identify as like I'm attracted. There's literally a movement where they identify as like attracted to that shit. Yeah. Which is what the fuck is that? Shit, man. What the fuck even is that? But yeah, it's gross as hell, and I feel like they should all just be lined up and shot too. At the end of the day, even because they'll say. Because you can't even, some of these people are so gross and nasty. If you do like, what's it called? Chemical castration, they won't, the urge is still there. So these fuckers might still do it. So I mean, just rid society of them and get rid of them. They're a drain on your taxes anyway. You want to keep these fuckers alive in prison?
It says here that you're absolutely correct.
Yeah. And like, it's official. Like it happened one time. Fuck you, you nasty shit. You probably thought about it a million times and you just got caught. That's what it is. I don't get to hear that it happened once or I never have done this before. That's literally what the first fucking line on that Chris Hansen show is every time. Is that his name? Chris Hansen? Yeah. I don't even normally, I've never done this before. It's like, yeah, right. Shut up. Like, I know that you've never taken a bath before. I believe that.
Yeah. That's the time when it's appropriate to say, hey, I hope you burn in hell. And you will. Haven 414, thanks so much, my friend. He says, I feel like you really held back on your Five Nights at Freddy's review because coming from a long time Five Nights at Freddy's fan, I thought that movie was a straight ass disappointment. Did you ever watch that one? No, he didn't. I really did like the Matthew Lillard parts, and I thought Josh Hutcherson did his best with what he had. But yeah, no, I caught a bunch of shit from Five Nights at Freddy's fans for that because I was like, this is a bubblegum pop turd to me for the most part. But I respected that the fans respected it so much. But yeah, I could totally see someone watching that movie and be like, this is ass garbage juice. I wouldn't argue with you at all. Not a bit.
God, you sound like a pussy that reviewed it. Just say it's ass and move on.
No, I
never
just said
watched
that.
it,
Shut up.
it looked like shit to me, and I don't even play the game, so I was like, no.
I did not like A Quiet Place Day One. I thought that was kind of a turd in the toilet as well. I know a lot of people really enjoyed it. So, but yeah, I did not. I thought it was poopy. Jay Garza 3 says, "Hey, gays.
Hey, what's up, baby?
I misspell guys all the time.
Sit on my face. Come on,
happens.
Sit on my face.
I will do it. It is June. Another snippet of Deadpool Wolverine dropped, and fuck yeah, dude, I loved it. Did you see that shit?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw the thumbnail first, and I was like, you fuckers. Now I have to watch.
Yeah,
but I actually thought it was going to be something totally different than what it actually turned out to be. I liked it, but I thought it was going to be something else.
Oh,
based on the thumbnail, because it looked like it was going to be like the animated series version of it.
Oh yeah. No, dude, there's a whole bunch of people online right now about the Deadpool Wolverine thing, and I just don't understand it at all. Like, they're literally bitching to high heaven, like, "Oh my god, the color sucks. It's so dark and drab. This movie's going to be terrible." Like, the color grading is a big thing. People are saying the color grading was dead, y'all. But and they're also saying, like, they're like, "Oh, does it look like he's not actually saying that in the moment?" It's like, yeah, they do that in trailers sometimes, guys. That fucking happens. But there's a bunch of people like, I don't even know why anybody wants to watch this. It doesn't. Are we
talking about the same one? Are we talking about the
Sabretooth
thing?
Okay,
I didn't want to spoil it for anybody that didn't want to be spoiled.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Sabretooth. I mean,
it's like in the fucking.
It's the YouTube everywhere. Guys. I mean, it's just like the Book of Faces. You might have already seen it, but yeah, I thought. I didn't know. It looked fine to me. It looked good. I don't know. But yeah, again, maybe you weren't watching it on a 4K TV, huh?
Well, like, it's a joke. They were making a joke out of the Sabretooth thing, and Deadpool cracks a couple jokes, and it was funny. That's what this movie's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fucking funny. It's supposed to be, you go to the cinema, you buy your popcorn, you sit down, you laugh, you have a good fucking time in the movie, and you're entertained, and you're not giving a fuck about, well, where's the 76 fucking Easter eggs about the X-Men universe 7x7? Just watch the fucking movie and laugh.
I was just disappointed that Deadpool didn't do something with, like, coming up behind Sabretooth or whatever. They implementing the line somewhere, I'd be like, "Scream for me," because that was my favorite line that you ever said. It
we don't know what's going to happen.
My dick went hard when you said it, but yeah, it looked good to me. I don't know. I just didn't. Again, I thought that based on the thumbnail, it looked like the Sabretooth from the cartoon series. Like, I thought he was going to have like the yellow orange bodysuit with the brown up on the sides and like the furry, like the Ric Flair fur around the collar.
Yeah,
and it wasn't. But it was nice to see Tyler Mane as Sabretooth again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there for stomach laughs and a good fucking time. I'm not gonna be there to be like, well, where's Wolverine's sleeves? How come we haven't talked about Aurora Cock Jones 7 yet? Like, I don't give a fuck. Make a good, funny movie. That's all I'm asking for. That movie's gonna be fucking huge, dude. I don't care.
Yeah, it's gonna give Marvel a second win, but unfortunately, Marvel will shit that out as soon as they it'll be what it is.
It's the best thing they've had going for them in a while. Bradley Champagne, thanks, buddy. It's my birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Can Lewis and Marky Mark wish myself happy birthday? Now it's time to go to the moon. He's getting fucked up.
He's gonna get high. I'm gonna smoke this joint. It's gonna be fun.
Hey, I hope you have a happy birthday. I hope you get all the weed that you want. I hope you get some edibles up in there. I hope you get some MDMA. Whatever you want to do in the streets. Go to Wahlburgers after, have you a couple of Wahlburgers, have you a good fucking time, outrun the wind. I hear you can get so fucking high that you can beat up a Puerto Rican in the street. Nobody will put you in jail for it. I don't know. I didn't try it myself. I actually did. Come see my new movie called Flight Risk, directed by Mel Gibson. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Bradley. This evening, when you snort that Vicodin and you have sex with dudes, and it's all crazy, and there's glitter all over your face. So you wake up in the morning and you stare at yourself. You have big dark circles under your eyes, and you look like that guy in that TLC music video, Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls. And he doesn't recognize his own face. When that happens to you, look at yourself and say, am I a disappointment on my birthday after? Yes, you are. Get a job and get your life in order. Goddamn.
It only gets worse, pal.
Time to go to the moon. Time to smoke this joint. Yes, good time. Shut up.
We're going to go to the moon. Hey, we got a new member, too.
Hey, Jacob. All right, Jacob. Hey, nice profile pic, too.
Well done, sir. I did see someone in the comments also say, can we get a Loomis emote? Yes, there's going to be emotes coming to the chat. I don't know exactly what that means yet. I'm learning, and we're going to get those in there for sure. So absolutely. Welcome, Jacob. Come. Fellers. Subscriber since 2018.
Hey, all right.
But this is my first live stream.
All right. We like it. Your jeans look tight, and I love it.
I want to suck them. I watched the replays, but tonight I'm a little biscuit boy. Could I get a Loomis and Chalice shout out? Thanks for the laughs, guys. Cheers.
Hey, all right, man. Thank you, dude.
I love guys. As a doctor, I'm very familiar with the anatomy of the man and the woman. Some say it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. I say more, please. You know what I'm saying? At the bar or in the Waffle House bathroom. I have a good time. I hope you have a good birthday. That's not your birthday, but when it comes, I hope it's good. And welcome to the shit show. If you want, I can slap you on the ass and we could take a nap together later. I'll see you there in the waiting room.
Welcome, Cam. The first thing I'm going to say to you is I don't trust you or believe you at all. Your name's not Cam. Just because you're having memories of what you wish you had when you were a teen, a Camaro, you don't come in here and name yourself Cam. Oh, look at me. And your profile pic standing on the football field looking away into the distance, wondering what could have been if you'd been a starter. I don't want to talk about it, all right? You just don't. Welcome here, but be yourself. Jesus Christ, be happy who you are. Maybe you have a job. I see that it looks like you have some kind of measuring tape, or maybe you're a construction man. But don't waste your thoughts or tears on things that could have been, Kev. Your name is probably Jeffrey, and you are backup quarterback in high school. You wish you could have been starter, like in the goddamn Blues of Vosti that was out there with Beaker Vander James.
You think I could throw a football over the mountains?
I don't think you could throw a football over your face. So
Hey.
like, what do you mean?
Welcome, Cam.
Thank you.
Glad
Cam.
you got to catch a live, buddy. Calaveras TV. Mike, let's collab on a song together via internets. Dr. Loomis should do the vocals on it. Jay, congrats on updating your webcam. It doesn't look like you're streaming from a calculator anymore.
Well, yeah, but that calculator was massive and it was great. And sometimes when you put in certain words, it would say boobs on it when you turn it upside down. Thank you, man. I don't know. I've had this webcam for a while though.
Texas Instruments. That was fancy. Come on.
Hey man, Texas Instrument was back in the day, man. If somebody had that, you're like, that guy right there knows how to party with nerds. I like it.
It was funny. My wife and the girls left to go do something earlier today for a little bit, and I brought out the guitar and I turned it up loud as possible, and I was just playing like a concert in my living room. And I know that the neighbors could probably hear it, and I didn't give a fuck. Dude, I was like a Justin Long and Sasquatch game, like fucking nerds.
Dude, if I were like, I swear, dude, if I had a guitar and I knew how to play it at all, I would like recreate the scene of Back to the Future every time I plugged it into the amp, and I would like turn it up really loud, and then I would like go, and then I would fly back and like rock and roll, and they'd be like, "Who are you?" I'd like laugh to myself and giggle like a schoolgirl, and like, "Who are you trying to like make like?" I was like, it was just I was entertaining myself. It was that quick. That's what I did.
Yeah, dude, that's how it felt though. Like there was nobody. I was playing loud as fuck, and I was like, there's no one here to complain about it. And then I looked over and Thor was just staring at me from the other room. He was like, please turn that down. And I was like, sorry, Thor. Let me get that down.
But also, I hope I don't disappoint you, Calaveras TV, because it might only look like this decent because it's like got some sunlight coming through. It's like when the weather turns cold and dark, it might look like shit again. Who knows? We'll see.
Well, honestly, I think like yours looks better in the dark time. Like when it's like
maybe,
early, sometimes it's like beaming on you.
I've got a really fancy camera, but I don't know where it is. But I literally try to plug it into this computer. My computer sounded like a fucking thermonuclear device getting ready to go off. Like it was like that's what. Like I was like, yeah, the computer was getting ready to fucking fry itself. So I was like, no, I can't. I have to wait to get a better computer to put that on there.
Jack, I go pee pee.
All right,
my wiener hurts. We're at 6:28 p.m.
All right, let me go ahead and look up through here. 6:28. Who is it at?
It's Michael Parton, I do believe.
All right.
Good man. Thank you, Michael. Bear back.
All right. Hey, Michael, thank you so much. That debate was fucking trash. One came fresh from the mental institution, one came fresh from the nursing home. Yeah, that's stupid. That sounds like a goddamn great song, too. Straight out of nursing and straight out of the mental institution. Yeah, you're right, though. I didn't watch it. I was asleep. But yeah, listen, I mean, choices are limited this year, obviously, with who you're going to want for president, and they're both not great. So, but we is where we is. I know, Michael, it sucks, but it is what it be. Scrolling, I saw Vinny. Holy shit, it's been like a minute since I've seen him. D Mitch, thank you so much. Says, boys, I finally watched The Disaster Artist with James Franco. What a trip. Laughy face. Have you all seen it? Thoughts? Would y'all review it for members? I'll review anything for you. If there's a steady paycheck in it, I'll review anything you say. No, I would. I don't know. Have we reviewed that? The Disaster Artist? Probably not, but I would be willing. We have a Patreon thing where you can sign up for it, and when you put your name in, and you can request a movie to be reviewed for the month. And yeah, so I mean, I would for sure. I don't know if I've seen it. I know what you're talking about, but I would do it for you, D. Mitch. Thank you so much. Craig Adams. It's so cool to see those members that like the members. So well, I can't fucking talk. I sound like Biden trying to figure out how to lie. The member logo thing next to your name. It looks like you guys are like loving Skechers because it's like an S. Anyway, Craig says a Patreon member for years. All right, dude, we like that. Never catch many live shows because I'm from Wales, not London. Yeah, I know. Somebody like got mad about that before when he said Wales and trying to confuse it with London. But love you guys. Hopefully make it through. I'm drunk now. Yeah, dude, I'll be drunk soon, but not right now. I'm on a fast, so I cannot. But hey, man, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, sometimes it's cool to show to do like little earlier live streams so that our brothers from overseas and sisters can have a chance to watch. But awesome, man. I'm glad you get to hang out with us, and I'm glad that you're drunk too and enjoying your Saturday. Lily Cortez. Thank you so much. His best horror movie of 2024 so far. I say Abigail, but Maxine hasn't come out yet. Ooh, that's true. Abigail, you know what? I don't have one yet because I don't have a favorite horror movie so far of 2024. But Abigail looked really good. I want to watch it. It looks really fun. I saw like the trailer for it, and I was gonna get my wife to watch it, and she was like, "No, I don't want to watch." I was like, "God damn, I can't do anything." Right, so I'm gonna have to watch it on my own. But it's a vampire movie. It looks pretty dope. But Maxine's probably gonna be really good too. So I'll ask Mike that for you, Lily. I don't have one. Do I have one? I don't think so. I don't know. I have to go. I have to think. I don't know. I don't have one though. But thank you, Lily. Gary, thank you so much. Says, is it me or those? Dude, I know. Gary, I know. It's just the way that he's like, is it me or does Sabretooth with a full beard look like Hobo Myers? He had the Wolverine style beard in the original movie. I know that's not how you sound at all, but that's just how it came out in my head. So I'll read it again so people can understand it. Is it me or does Sabretooth with a full beard look like Hobo Myers? He had the Wolverine style beard in the original movie. That's true. And he does look like Hobo Myers. It looks like literally the exact. That's what I was thinking too when I saw him. I was like, Michael? He was like, shut up. Yeah. But it's fine. I know they were going to go into exact specific detail on it, but it's not bad. He still looked good. I mean, it was, and again, it was a nice nod to bring him back because it was always weird to me they didn't do more with that character with Sabretooth in the original X-Men movie, but at the same time, I can't say anything because look how they fucked over James Marsden's Cyclops. I mean, that movie could have just been called Wolverine and the X-Men or Wolverine Rogue and the X-Men, which again, I understand. Like, I don't blame Singer Brian for doing that stuff. I mean, he was really concentrating and busy on trying to create the X-Men and also dealing with things in his pool. So he was, his focus was just like everywhere. But at the end of the day, I would have done a lot more with those characters. And it's just like they even hinted at it because Sabretooth grabs the dog tags in Magneto's office and leaves when during the first movie. So there was like, obviously they wanted to do something with it or explore it. They never did. But anyway, yeah, you're right. It does look like Hobo Myers. By the way, Lily wants to know, Lily Cortez, what's your favorite movie of 2024 horror wise? That is.
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't have one.
I'm going to cheat.
You piece of shit.
I have to cheat. I have to go to my Letterboxd D because I forget. I don't want to fuck this up. Honestly,
Womack,
like, dude,
you piece of shit.
I fucked the prom queen. Honestly, like, it's crazy because this year is like 50-50. Like, half the movies are good and half the movies are dog shit to me. My favorite horror movie, though, it's The First Omen. The Omen prequel, which I never would have thought I'd be saying at this point in the year. Number 2 would be Abigail. Number 3 would be Lisa Frankenstein. Number 4 would be
Abigail looks good. I want to watch it. I haven't got a chance to yet, though.
Yeah, First Omen, dude, it's good. It's like some creepy religious shit.
No, I mean, Omen's fine. I want to watch Abigail. I like the original Omen anyway.
I would take the original anyway over top of it, but Abigail's fun. It's a good movie.
Yeah,
Sammy, those are fucking onions.
It looked like one of those like, it's not like comedy, but it kind of like, it was like playing with that, like a horror comedy, like Ready or Not. That's what I kind of felt like when I watched the trailer for it.
No, it's good in that way for sure. I had high expectations, so I was like a touch disappointed, but like it's still a good fucking horror movie, dude. I enjoyed it a lot. I was the second favorite of the year so far. And then next week's Maxine. I think the week after that's like Twisters. The week after that's Deadpool, Wolverine. July is fucking stacked. Honk honk.
Big dick, big dick bulging at the pants. Holy shit, those Wranglers can't hold it in. It's ready to burst.
Can't do it. You put a hand on that that for you will not on touch it.
Yeah.
Oh shit, got it.
Yeah, I read that one.
That, didn't you? Yeah. Well, yeah, but it's the same guy that played Hobo Myers, right? So
yes,
I mean, that checks out for sure. Jack Kai, Mount Rushmore of 4 movies.
Oh, we've done that. I mean, really quick. How many were there? How many old fucking men are on that goddamn mountain? No, there's 4, I think. I would say, well, listen, it's going to be Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, and
movies, not characters, movies.
Oh, well, fuck shit. Well, you know what, JK? Just come back later and ask a not so difficult question. It's gonna take fucking 2 hours to answer.
I will say I would have to think about that longer, but off the top of my head, I would go Exorcist, obviously, Halloween, Scream, and I'll say Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's what I said.
That's what I just said. You're gonna put Scream on there?
Yeah. Fuck no. Ooh.
You heard it. You heard him right here.
No,
Scream is not as Mount Rushmore.
That fucking bastard Bob at Cuties. What a horror shit show that was. I never watched it, but anybody that makes that movie and it said I enjoyed that movie, gross. Check their fucking hard drive. That's weird.
That shit's gross. Yeah, I agree with you on that. That's gross.
I saw that one. I'm not gonna say names, but that one that was like defending that shit. I was like, what the fuck?
No, dude, that's just not okay. That's just nasty as hell. That's nasty. Jay Solstice, thanks, buddy. Really appreciate that. It says cracking up at the Zima reference earlier, but did y'all drop those Jolly Ranchers in them? Hacks before hacks. Love y'all and happy birthday to Aaron from earlier.
Hey, no, I never did. I never had a Zima. I always wanted one. It looks like a drink that I would enjoy thoroughly. I know, and you're like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Look at the color shirt. Check it out. That's what it is.
I thought you showed up to a party once with a 6-pack of Zima, and we lost it under like someone's mom's couch. And
what
like
I was doing was I was moving past that part of the dark history of my life, and you brought it up into the front of everyone.
Was it mom that got a Zima?
I probably did. It probably was a 6-pack of Zima. I don't remember. Maybe it was. And we lost it because someone got rid of it. I don't know. I didn't even know you could do Jolly Ranchers in them though. That sounds great. I don't know. Maybe do they still sell Zima?
I've seen Zima like twice in my whole life.
Zima had a great commercial. Like you still remember it today. Like Zima, like that whispering shit. It sounds hot. But
yeah, Zima got replaced with Smirnoff Ice real quick. We used to fuck with that.
Yeah, I also fucked with Boone's Farm.
Yeah, and Mad Dog 2020.
Those candy, oh my god, dude, those were so fucking nasty.
The first time Jay and I ever got drunk together, which I shouldn't even say that it's the first time I ever got drunk because it didn't happen. Someone got us. We were in the old house, and we were in the basement, and it was like I want to say we were probably maybe 8th grade or freshman. Like we were really young.
We were in high school. We were 8th grade.
Oh, so it must have been just freshmen because the first time I actually got drunk.
Yeah, because I was in 10th grade. Yeah.
So it must have been freshmen then. But we stayed up all night long because someone scored us. I can't remember who it was, but someone scored us a bunch of Boone's Farm. And Boone's Farm, if you guys don't know, is like 2.0%. These whole bottles. It's like a gigantic bottle and it's like
a Jolly Rancher, like liquid Jolly Rancher with a little bit of alcohol in it.
Yeah, it's like a giant wine cooler, basically.
Yeah.
But we stayed up and we were drinking it straight out of the bottle. We were in our like wife beaters hanging out, thinking we were cool and shit. Like we thought we were doing it. And we stayed up all night long. And I kept thinking, when am I gonna feel something? And it never happened. But we stayed up, we didn't go to sleep at all, went to school the next day with no sleep. And I remember just suffering through that entire
I went home. I called collect at lunch break. I called collect immediately and asked mom to come get me.
Yeah, my parents were like, get fucked.
No, yeah, it was we were listening to like Limp Bizkit and shit. Like, yeah, dog, you know what it is? It's just like we're outside society. We're criminals, but we're not. We gotta like maintain anonymity. You know what I'm saying? And like fucking drinking like hobos out of the bottle and not realizing that it's like dog shit.
Yeah, that was
but it's weird. Like those things will get you like. Listen, I mean, they're not like pretty, but if you drink enough of them, you can get a little bit of a buzz. But the hangovers on those are the worst I've ever. And the shits the next morning, god damn, forget about it.
Mad Dog 2020 would ruin your life too back in the day because it was so sweet.
Mad Dog 2020, when you fucking drink that shit, when you're done, you'll have a mustache like Wyatt Earp and talk like him.
Yeah, that shit will get you, man. That shit will get you bad. Reminds me of the first time we smoked weed too. What we did was we watched a movie that was funny about people smoking pot, and we went outside and we found a stick that was hollowed out, and we put actual grass from the ground inside of the stick I think we were in middle school for that one. We put grass from the ground inside a stick and lit it with a fucking lighter. And
Yeah, we
smoked
smoked.
it. Like,
We
dude,
literally
this is a
smoked
ball.
grass. We smoked grass. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you feel anything? It's like, no, not yet.
Yeah, it's like we got to put more grass in it. Maybe it's got to be freshly cut.
Our parents are probably just sitting out there watching us like fucking idiots.
Yeah, like we look like fucking monkeys trying to figure out how to use a computer. Like, how do it?
We got a new member in JK, you motherfucker.
Thank you, man. And I'm sorry about what I said earlier. I only said it because Mike told me to say it. All
What'd
right,
you
dude.
say? What'd you do?
Nothing. I was kidding. I didn't say anything bad. It's all right, JK.
I don't believe you. Why do you lie to me, Senorita? Michael Barton. Abigail had Dan Stevens, which I'd love as Loomis, dude.
Dan Stevens would be good. I've seen Dan Stevens, yeah.
Dan Stevens, someone put this on, I think it was John Squires who put this on Twitter the other day. Dan Stevens would be a perfect replacement for Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger, and I could see that, dude. I think he would crush that fucking
I think he's
role.
too good looking.
Well, they put on makeup on that motherfucker.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, Robert Englund wasn't exactly good looking even without the makeup on. So he was kind of like he kind of looked like a guy that would drink Boone's Farm outside of a 7-Eleven before they put and have a videotape of cuties in his back pocket. I know I shouldn't say that. Robert Englund's a nice man. I'm just saying he looked like that. So Dan Stevens looks like he's like a handsome dude that like smells really good. Like he looks like he smells.
Does look like he smells wonderful. I can't disagree with that point. John Can Opener. I like your picture too, dude.
That's like back in the day, dude. My dad would fart sometimes, and that's what it would smell like. My face would like crumple in on itself. Like he'd like pull my finger, and immediately it would hit my face like a fucking atomic blast. I'm like,
that's so funny, dude. So I'm on the lookout for a new Michael Myers mask for this October's festivities, and I'm trying to find the
dude. By the way, I don't know what it is too. That profile pic, dude, looks like a dude like the first time he gets a dick in his ass when he bends over in the shower in jail. That's the face he would make.
To me, it looks like your grandma. It looks like your grandma if she ate a warhead.
Yeah, dude. It looks, but dude, it's like if the guy it would be like one of those shock and awe like situations in jail. Like not like he even saw it coming. Like it was empty. Like the jail was empty, and he took a shower, and I was like, oh, the soap dropped, and he bent over, and then you hear like a fucking torpedo dick goes right in his ass. And he goes, oh. I don't know. Anyway, I was making myself laugh.
No, I'm on the hunt for our old Halloween mask, and not even the Reflections mask that we used to use, but the Madman one that Cody used to have back in the old days.
Good luck on that one.
I think that's the funniest mask we've ever had. I think that was like in the early videos, we had a Madman 78 mask that just looked. It wasn't
78. It wasn't 78.
170. Oh yeah. So I don't know which one it was, but I know it was a Madman. It was a Nag, and it was in our earliest videos, like our most popular videos early in the days. And there's something about that mask. So I was looking for it on eBay today, and I can't find it. I found one. It was like $700.
You have to contact that dude.
Well, that dude's not. He won't.
I know that dude. That guy. Yeah. The guy that I can't say anything, but it's like talking to Joe Biden. It's like, what the fuck? I was like, no, I want this one. He was like, no, you don't understand. I can make one better. I was like, I don't want a better one. I want the funny one. No, yeah.
But he was not having it.
Maybe it's not Joe Biden. Maybe it's like more of a tortured artist. He's like, I don't just sell one. You have to buy the collection. And the only way that you can see the collection is if I show it to you through email. Like, you don't understand it. I just want that specific. You tell me things that don't make any sense. Does an artist rush the masterpiece that he needs to have done?
I just want one of those.
I'm not saying that. He goes, do you want me to commission you a job? Like, no.
Like, hang on. I'll show you the one I'm talking about so you guys know. But that's what I'm saying. I was like, I want that one, but it was just not getting through. Like,
he knew what you were saying.
May not have the mold for it anymore.
No, I think what he thought was, he thought you were trying to ask for a discount and like trying to be like, oh, give me it for free.
Oh yeah, because I can't afford that. His shit's expensive. I mean, it's good work. It's good work.
Yeah, he wouldn't do that shit. Like he's like, no way.
But like this one, shit. Hang on, I'll show you. This is the one I'm trying to find specifically, and I can't find it fucking anywhere that's not insanely expensive. But this one right here.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Where'd it go? Trying to find this, like a good shot of it. God, these guys make such shitty videos.
It's really bad.
They're awful. It's you and him. Just
When
suck
Cody was rolling me around like that, I farted.
that.
He punched me in the stomach and I farted for real. I'm glad I didn't poop my pants.
A lot of people think this is me with my shirt off. By the way, it's Cody. It's not
Yeah,
me
but
with my
Cody's got like Robin Williams like hair. Like, look at that hair.
That mask right there, that silly looking fucking mask
It's
right
actually,
there.
it looks good. It just looks like Michael tried to like survive an atomic explosion and his eyebrows got burned off.
It's good, but it's also hilarious. I like the Bud Light bottle on the corner over next to the, I think, an Xbox 360 because that's how fucking
That's
old we are.
well, if we were drinking Bud Light, that means one of us couldn't afford Mick Ultra that day because we were poor. I mean, nothing wrong with Bud Light.
Cool, I had a $72 sound bar above my shitty TV.
I always wondered why you kept the sticker on it too. Like it's like I know that it's surround sound. Why are you having like you kept the sticker on it to let people know? Like, hey man, it's surround sound. Like I know, but you don't have any other speakers with it.
I don't know why, dude. That was always the funniest mask to me. I want to find another one like it. We lost it actually after this skit. It was never seen again after this skit.
First off, and we were blamed multiple times that we like kept it or whatever. But no, that mask was given back to its original owner, and the original owner's wife hates that mask and got rid of it. 100% is what happened.
I just know I never saw it again after that day.
Because I know exactly what happened to it. Because he was like asking me, and I was like, dude, we gave it back to you. Like oh, I wrecked that car right there, that Jeep right there. Anyway, oh, dude, it was bad too.
I was like,
anyway,
nice
I know, but it was nice to see it. I was like, oh shit, hey, how you doing, old friend? But anyway, yeah, I was like, dude, we gave it back to you. I put it in the trunk of that car and he was like, well, I don't know what happened to it. I was like, well, I don't either. Because I mean, it was given back.
I do remember you putting it in the
because it also came on the same day that he smacked your face with and he had the Jason porcelain mask and broke.
Smashed it. Yeah.
And I was like, oh well, you just fucked that up. We can't use that mask ever again.
I forgot where I was going with that. I'm looking for that same mask though. I hope to find one like it, at least one that's like somewhat close to that for this October.
You can't. You have to contact the guy, the struggling artist.
Dude,
it's like talking to Ultimate Warrior through email.
He's not having. John Ken Opener says, "Ain't a fan of X. Pearl's pretty good, but my pants is getting tight for Maxine. You like it, Mikey? What you say, Jay?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
getting tight for it.
I want you to take a camera and I want to watch it explode when that movie comes out. What? I'm talking about your excitement, not like your what? Not your wiener.
Jay, you saw Pearl and X, right?
I'm the same with him. I was on the opposite. Like I liked. Was X the first one? Yeah, X was the first one. I liked that one. Pearl, I didn't really care for that much. It was all right. I just felt like it was kind of like stretched out further than it needed to be, and it kind of got boring and repetitive. And yeah, so I'm happy to see Maxine. I think that chick though, the main girl, she is like overhyped to another level. Like holy fuck! Like the push on her, they're like trying to make her like the next like I don't know, fucking Winona Ryder or something. Like you know the dark, mysterious gothic girl. I don't know what it is. She's a fine actress. She's fine actress.
She's a fine actress.
But I mean, I just don't see anything like.
Honey, come back later. I want to watch my pictures.
Yeah, I was like, it's like, bitch. She definitely don't take no tood from nobody, or she'll step on your face behind the scenes and smack you in the mouth.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
It's like if you're doing a scene with her, she'll like fart in your face as she's walking over you.
That was in the court documents, actually.
Yeah, some people pay money for that.
And then she
that guy that was complaining, you know, it's like some people would pay money to have her fart in your mouth.
Yeah, I do think I don't understand the deep attraction. Like she's not an ugly person by any means, but yeah, but like, but no, I think she was amazing in Pearl. I think Pearl could have gotten an Oscar, so I think she was that good in it.
I will say Shia LaBeouf, yeah.
At some point now, but like I guess at some point was, but like, I think that Pearl. If this makes sense, I think Pearl was a better movie and had a better performance, but I think X is more rewatchable. So like I'm in between on that, but either way, I think Maxine might be the best of all of them. I'm super pumped for it.
Well, I'm not saying that I mean, I think watching Pearl is good to get the history of what happened in X kind of fleshed out more, but I don't think it's necessary either. Because isn't Maxine a sequel to X?
Yeah, I think it's going to be mostly its own thing.
Yeah, so I'm not saying that Pearl is like inconsequential to because my dad is not inconsequential. That's Circus. But I feel like it's just it's like if you want a more fleshed out reasoning about what happened in X, you can watch Pearl and be like, oh, I get it now, and have a little bit more of a backstory going into Maxine. But I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, but I'm excited for it either way, like for sure. And I think that's next week. Daniel Torres or Jimmy Butler's burner account says, "What's up, dudes? Top 3 comedies of the '80s. For him, it's Better Off Dead, Weird Science, and Just One of the Guys."
Oh, that's
I missed that era. Have a good stream. That's
hey, thank you, Daniel. Yeah, dude, Just One of the Guys is actually extremely underrated as a comedy. That the brother in that's fucking great. Like he had some of the best one-liners in that movie, and I can't remember them all, but he always reminded me of like a Corey Feldman or Corey Haim. He always reminded me of Corey. Was it Corey Haim? No, it wasn't. But he reminded me of Corey Haim. But top 3 comedies of the '80s. Stop cheating, bitch.
I'm cheating.
I was like, does that man didn't think we would watch you playing Galaga? But
no, I was getting ready to say I have to cheat you because I'm such a '90s kid. I forget the '80s. Like I really do.
'80s comedy. Top 3. Man, dude, what a hard ass question.
Now that I'm cheated, I'm ready. Yeah. Now that I'm cheated, I'm ready. It's going to be Ghostbusters, number 1.
You can't use mine.
It's going to be Ghostbusters, and then it's going to be Beverly Hills Cop and The Breakfast Club.
First off, you can discontinue Mike's answer. You can't use Ghostbusters since that's my movie. We know. I have the posters behind me to prove it. That's just Ghostbusters will be my favorite movie of all time. Comedies of the '80s. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go something different. I'll put my second favorite movie of all time, Back to the Future, would be one of my comedy. Man, I really.
We can have the same answers. You can just use.
No,
Ghostbusters.
I want to be different.
Okay.
I don't go. I don't follow. I don't follow.
You have to make it so standoffish. Just
I don't
pick
follow. Lethal Weapon, not. I can't.
Three Amigos.
I don't know. There's too many. That's too good of a. There's too many good ones.
Naked Gun, Three Amigos.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like also, like you got to look at like. It's not just Back to the Future. I mean, you got to look at stuff like Kid and Play. What was that movie called? Class Act. Was that in the '80s? I mean, that I don't know if it was or not.
I want to say that one was '90s, but I could be wrong.
Late '80s, but that
Summer School. It's a great one too.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of good ones in there. I don't know, man. I have to get back to you on Daniel. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do a top 10 comedies or something of the '80s.
Yeah, the '80s and '90s. Like, yeah, I'm more of a '90s kid for sure. That's again, like I couldn't think of a single one.
I looked it up. It's like a like your wife. You ready to fuck? Be like, I've been drinking a lot. Whiskey.
Hang on, I gotta go get my blue.
I have to go look at support. I'll be right back.
Hey, I've never had to use that. Thank God. I woke up with a heart on this morning. Golf clap for me.
Good job.
It's always a good feeling.
Good job.
Always a good feeling to know that you're still healthy enough to have a heart on in the morning. Never had to use anything else, but I'm very excited about what we're doing in medical technology. I hear that there's just like gum you can chew that will just give you a heart on. Like now, if it's a problem, which is
what
beautiful.
site do you go to on that?
I hear it's a Hims. Hims. I see ads.
Me.
The same people that are going to place my hair on my head are going to.
It's like those. It's like that scene in Austin Powers, the Swedish penis pump, when he's like, he like goes out of the box and like put it in.
Libesta! Good to see you, buddy. He says, nice to catch you boys on a live. Love from the UK.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
From London.
Thank you, mate.
Also, I'm a patron. Love your work. I love your fucking work and love your dick.
Yeah, dude. Thank you, man.
How's that?
Yeah, there's another one of your fellow countrymen also expressed his gratitude for us being out here a little early, and he was from England as well. Wales, not London, he says, specific. Which is always like that's what I mentioned is
stupid butthole.
But specifically, that's also one of the good reasons why we like to start early is because we can give you guys a chance to watch us, which is nice.
Yeah, watch this dick.
Watch it go in your motherfucking mouth.
You can eat me out. Your motherfucking mouth. Lee the Machine, another awesome fucking lead.
Thank you.
Says Friday the 13th, 2009 is getting a 4K release by Arrow Video in 917. So is it going to be in America? Because I know Arrow loves to do the UK releases for our friends in the UK.
Yeah, well, 100%. Friday the 13th, 09 deserves it. I mean, listen, Friday the 13th, 09 deserves a lot of love because it's one of those movies that I feel like, again, when you talk about the classic Friday the 13th movies, I'm not saying everyone does it. Mega fans won't do it, but generally speaking, it feels like that movie never gets recognized because they just feel like it's part of that 2000 bullshit. And they're like, oh, it's probably stupid, and they just kind of overlook it. Dude, it's like I feel like Friday the 13th, 09, man, it would be in the top 3. I swear to God, it might be in the top 3 greatest Friday the 13th movies, period.
I would have no qualms with going final chapter, Jason Lives, 09.
Yeah,
like I think
it would be for me. It would be in the top 3,
100%.
Like it just is. I mean, it's one of the best. Like it's got one of the best trends. Like the beginning of that movie's got one of the best openings ever for a Friday the 13th.
Your tits are so juicy, bro. In 4K.
The tits being juicy and milky. That's nice too. But the beginning where like he's got the like holy shit, dude. Just the transition of the opening of Backhead Jason till when we get to the movie proper. Fuck yeah, dude. That gets your dick hard when you
Dude,
watch
they did
that.
such a good job with that. Like, it's so underrated. Like, there are problems with the movie for sure as it gets on, but that first act is so goddamn delicious. Like,
yeah, and Padalecki was
amazing.
looking for his brother from Supernatural. Fucking stupid asshole.
Oh yeah. If you guys get a chance, you guys should go back and watch the commentary that we did with 2009, because we did it with I think Katie was in there with us, and then you and I were just raging that entire movie because like Trent's girlfriend just like left the party to go hang out with Jared Padalecki.
He was
and, like, even though Trent was a douche, like that, you don't do that.
Yeah, that motherfucker was a home wrecker. Jared Padalecki could take his fucking loner walking ass somewhere else. Like, God,
he's actually worse than Trent.
Yeah, take your bugle boy ass out of my face, bitch.
Yeah, we had a whole
Trent's an
conversation
asshole.
about that.
True, Trent looked like he was like part of the Trump family, and he was like out there rigging the cabin. but I'm saying, but no, but at the end of the day, Jared Padalecki was a bitch, dude. Like coming up there and like getting involved, and he was like looking all cute.
I don't blame Jared. I blame the girl.
What? Like looking like an asshole, not hot, but yeah, but sitting there with his like, what's up? Like,
Kill me for my sister,
like that, or like trying to be all like innocent and stuff. Like, I'm just looking for my sister.
You want to take a ride on my bicycle, my motorcycle?
Well, I got a motorcycle. It's a Harley Davidson. I got it from a person that I helped save from a fire.
Yeah,
I don't know why it's getting like stupid Keanu Reeves, but it is. But anyway, yeah, it's a great movie and it deserves a 4K release. I wonder what
is the castle far? Yeah, it's probably like $40. You know how that goes.
$40.
Probably.
Holy
I mean, the new
shit.
ones, you know. Leave
Don't forget to wide your watch.
Now Solo is claiming to be the new tribal chief in WWE. They put Paul Heyman through a table last night.
I saw. That's been trending. Like,
You've been watching?
No. I saw it. It was like I watched one or two WWE things. I don't know what it was on YouTube, and I'm getting recommended immediately on my homepage of every fucking WWE thing. But I saw the Paul Heyman, like him going through the chair, and I guess it's like trending about. I don't know, but apparently I don't know. I know that. Here's the thing about Paul Heyman. I know that people love him. I thought he'd retired a long time ago. I thought Paul Heyman had been was gone. I wonder if he's part of the creative team at WWE at all, or if he's just like an in-ring manager thing.
No, I think I saw him like running around in one of the recent WrestleManias for sure, dude. But this is the craziest thing. I'm glad you brought this up, Lee. Jay, we might have to start doing like a WWE podcast.
Oh no, fuck that.
No, hear me out.
The fans are nuts, dude. No way.
I know, but hear me out. This is fucking crazy. I saw Triple H was on the Pat McAfee show the other day. Yeah. And you know what he said? They're going to.
He said he liked to suck on China's tits when she was alive. I know.
Who wouldn't?
But
they were they're going to Netflix in January, right? WWE is going. They're going to have a show on Netflix in January.
Yeah.
And dude, it's going to be fucking uncensored. Like they're going to go R-rated. I think that's a strong possibility. And if they do that, dude, I'm telling you, WWE is going to we're going to go back to the Attitude Era. It's going to fucking explode.
Well,
it might get great again.
I don't think so.
I want to be in the fucking front.
I mean, I want it to be great again. And don't get me wrong. There's something about the wrestling world. I don't know. I don't know if it's because when kayfabe died and it's just not the same to me anymore. Like I know it's supposed to be like the real world. I don't know. I just couldn't get into that shit. I like the fucking sparkly spandex and the goddamn superheroes and over the top like action fun that the WCW late 90s were. And then when they got into like the more realistic approach where tits were half hanging out and stuff, I don't know. It became like dirty and shit. Like, and then I was like, I'm not really into it anymore. But then again, I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it. Here's the thing about the wrestling fans. The wrestling fans are like, they can be as fucking toxic as like Star Wars fans, like Lord of the Ring fans, like comic book fans, and like we got fucking roasted like our asses came out fucking well done, my boy. Like all we did was react to fucking Chris Jericho's music video. Like, what a fuck show, piece of fucking shit. I hope their children die. I'm like, what the fuck? We like the shit. What was his name? Chibis. What was the fucking band name?
Hang on, I gotta Google
Osmosis.
It was Fozzy.
Was yeah, and we were like, and we were laughing, I think, and they thought we were making fun of it, but we were like, no, it's a genuinely good song. We liked it.
But we were laughing because it was funny. Because Chris Jericho was funny.
It was funny, and I was like
people were attacking us like left and right. No, but so I have this annual thing I like to do. I like to watch no wrestling at all year long.
Say, you like to watch wrestling with your pants off and rub yourself.
Obviously, yeah, I love it. Vince McMahon's traps just get me going.
Woo.
But no, I will not watch wrestling all year long. I'll know nothing that's going on, and then I'll watch WrestleMania and live tweet it, and then just like talk shit about what's dumb, and just people get so fucking mad, and it's
I know.
I love it. I'll have like a
Well,
6-pack of Corona and just have a great time.
Think about the wrestling stories. They used to be so good back in the day, and they would actually get you to watch for like a year. Like you would invest time in the storylines because they were so well done, and so like I don't know the word, but you would get really invested in it. And that's what I feel like that's what it's missing. It's just like there's no storyline that's going on that I don't give a fuck. It's like
shit.
It's like a fly by night type of story.
My wife's bent over in the closet right now, and I was just enjoying.
That's fucking wonderful. I was in the middle of talking.
I just wanted to let you know.
Shut the fuck up. God damn.
Sorry. I'm sorry. All right.
Anyway,
I'm a cocksmith.
But yeah, well, go in and have fun, and I'll take over. Get the fuck out of here. But no, but I feel like that's what the problem is. Like, I feel like the stories are not that good anymore. So,
I agree with you on that. No, I think the product is like way watered down right now. But I do think if they go R-rated, if they go uncensored, I think it could change the whole fucking thing, dude. And it's gonna be on Netflix for everyone. Oh,
that's what I want.
It's gonna be huge.
I am gonna watch. I want to see like, are they gonna reboot the entire WWE like story universe when it goes to Netflix?
I don't think so.
Because if they do that, I'd be interested. Because then
that would be cool though. That would be really cool if they.
That's why I wanted to get into AEW or even like Tits and Ass TNA when it came out, because I was like, oh, it's going to be a brand new story, and they're going to start fresh. I never could get in that TNA shit because like the octagon looking ring, the 8-sided ring, I fucking hated that shit, dude. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. And then they tried to make Jeff Jarrett like the ultimate power.
Well, I also don't like that you got SmackDown and you got to watch this show and you got to watch that show. The entire thing, I mean, it really is like when you boil it down, dude, WWE is a year-long advertisement for one fucking show. Like really, I mean, like it's all an advertisement for the pay-per-view WrestleMania, but that might change when they go to Netflix. It might get better, but we dealt with that. Even the best age, it was annoying.
That's how they all were back in the day. They all like were doing those Saturday night shows and whatever, promoting whatever it was, SummerSlam, or if it was WrestleMania. WrestleMania was the Super Bowl of all of it. But I don't care about that. I just feel like they need to make stories that are like really cool and like something that's going to get somebody back into it, like me. And again, I wish they would just start over everything when they go to Netflix. If they just go to Netflix and it's a brand new everything,
like the New 52 kind of shit.
I love that shit. Then I'm like, oh, I can finally like. There's not like 700 issues of Superman that I have to fucking like go. And read.
You're right, dude. You're smart. That would be a great fucking.
Well, what if they combine SmackDown and Raw and they just called it like, I don't know, fucking wrestling again?
One show a week, 3 hours.
Dude, I want like a Monday Nitro back. I want to have one day where they have like a 2-hour block and it's just like one show, and I have to worry about watching that one show, and that's it.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. But
I got pissed off when WCW did Thursday Night Thunder. I was like, don't add another fucking show.
Yeah, dude. I really think, and they did TNT or like Next or like whatever the fuck. But like, I think Netflix is going to change that game, dude. I think wrestling's going to get fucking huge again. Dylan Kirkpatrick says, "Hey guys, long time viewer, first time super chatter. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the fuckery. Life's been tough for a while, but your vids and streams help a lot. Much love."
Hey, thank you, Dylan. I'm glad you're here, dude. We're going to give you a kiss on the cheek. Mwah. There you go.
Take it.
You better be of age, Dylan.
Wait, shit, we got to think about that first. You're right. Hey, no, welcome, dude. And as I always say, you guys do the same for us, man. We look forward to doing these and hanging out with you guys, because if life's hard for us, it's nice to cut back and have a few with some friends. It's awesome, dude. Gary, get the guy who played Vecna in Stranger Things to play Freddy. I was getting Freddy vibes from the Vecna voice, and he's young. I've heard that. It just seems too milquetoast for me. Like,
but that's true though. Like he did, like I think under that make he did have the kind of the features of a Freddy Krueger that I could see. I mean, obviously the dream would be Kevin Bacon, but he'll never do it. But I'm saying, like, that you're right. They need a younger guy to portray Freddy Krueger, and like, that guy could do it. Yeah, 100%. I mean, everyone's going to say. I know I've seen people say it already. And I don't see the sequel potential of him doing it over and over and over again. Like he might do like 2 of them, and then that'd be it. Is Bill Skarsgård, but he's like in everything now. Everyone's
I don't want Bill Skarsgård.
Like he wants him to be. Like, by the way, what the fuck is going on? There was some kind of controversy going on with Nosferatu, with Lily Depp being in it or something. I don't know what was happening. There was like some people bitching about it. I haven't watched the newest trailer, but there was people like bitching about Lily Depp being in it, and somebody else, they're like, oh, well, this person was supposed to be in it and they got replaced. And I was like, could you guys just not enjoy the fucking movie? Like, holy shit.
It's always so.
I didn't know that because I haven't, like, April was reading about, telling me about it. I was like, what the fuck is, I thought everybody was excited about it. And now it's like,
I haven't heard shit.
This controversy about it.
Yeah, I haven't heard shit. But I'm with you. I don't want Bill Skarsgård either, dude. Like, you can only play so many iconic roles before they start to leak into each other. you know?
Yeah.
So
there's got to be.
some-
Oh, dude, I tell you, who'd be a really. He's too old though now. But Adrian Brody would have been a good one.
he would have been. I would love to see Michael Shannon do it. I really would.
Yeah.
But I think my new favorite pick that's actually possibly would actually be Dan Stevens, dude, because he's young. He loves doing those kind of fucked up roles, and I think it could be amazing.
Dude, you know, I just now thought of it, dude, because he looks like fucking like he smells his fingers after he puts it in his butt. The guy from the dude from Dune with no eyebrows in Dune 2, the guy that played Elvis Presley,
Austin Butler. That's a good
Austin
choice.
Butler.
Yeah,
Austin
dude,
Butler has got a very like his face, look at the bone structure is a very unique look. Put him under some makeup and yeah, dude, that guy. I feel like because he was creepy in Dune too. I feel like he could do a very creepy like Freddy.
I think he would do a great job, but when I watch him in interviews and shit like that, I think he would be the kind of guy that would do it once, knock it out of the fucking park, and then be super difficult about it. Be like, no, I just want to stretch my wings. Like, I don't think he would come back for sequels.
If he had prima donna situations about him, but I don't know. I feel like Austin Butler, because he did Elvis, which I like that movie. I think he did a really good job at that, but I really didn't. I thought it was going to be like every other movie was going to have him starring in it. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
So. And also the guy that the nerdy kid from We're the Millers. I know there was a lot of people talking about him doing it for a long time.
That,
but that nothing came about that.
Not Nicholas Holt, but the other dude. I can't remember his name, but I know what you're talking about.
But he looked like a character from Mad TV. That guy, We're the Millers guy.
No, I could see that. Blu-ray says my favorite 80s comedies are Last American Version, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and Vacation. Vacation I've seen. I haven't seen the other ones, though.
There's so many good 80s comedies. I mean, there's Police Academy. There's Revenge of the Nerds. I mean, there's a fuck ton of them, dude. And it would be really hard for me to name all to put them into a. I have to think about that. Okay, I have to go into a dark room, strip up all my clothes, turn off the light, except for one bulb hanging up above me, and just think about it and get into a zen moment to think about that. I just can't do it on camera.
It's a tough one. JK says, "Are we ever going to get a Sandler Carey tier list? That would be great." Jay Mount Rushmore of WCW.
WCW.
I like the way you put that. Like you couldn't say it's WCW.
That sounds like Tony Schiavone. WCW Monday Nitro Raw. By the way, at Raw, Mankind is getting ready to win. So thank you for joining us at Nitro. Remember they fucked him like that? But anyway, Jay Mount Rushmore of WCW. I mean, I think you got to put. It's going to be Sting number one, and then you're going to have Hulk Hogan for changing the game and bringing WCW back on the map. And then you're going to have. And I don't want to put them up there, and I don't want to put him up there specifically, but I'll put Scott Hall. I will. I'll put Sting, Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hogan, and Scott Hall because
was
Shawn
Michaels in WCW?
No. No, he never was. But you know, it's funny. Stunning Steve Austin was in there, and they let him go because they thought he had no talent. But and so was I think Triple H was in there. But here's the thing about Sting. I mean, obviously Sting kept the company afloat for years. So you could put Ric Flair, and I would not argue with you, but put Sting, Ric Flair in there as well. But the reason why I put in Scott Hall started the Outsiders angle by invading the WCW, and he basically said "fuck you" to McMahon because he came in as Razor Ramon, but he was just playing himself, and he couldn't sue him. And then obviously Hogan, I don't care what people say, dude. The Bash at the Beach moment when he dropped the leg down on Savage, that was literally the game changer of all game changers. That literally changed the face of wrestling forever.
The only change I would make there is I would have to get Diamond Dallas Page, DDP, in there.
DDP would be a good one too. I don't argue with anybody putting like DDP or Kevin Nash. You'd have to put him up there, even though I don't personally like Nash that much, but you'd have to put Nash up there or Ric Flair. Because again, Ric Flair and Sting, they're back and forth with great matches. They kept WCW on the map for a while, but they never really were able to compete to a level with WWF until after the Hogan Scott Hall Outsider thing.
Well, and to answer your question about the Sandler Carey, and he meant to say, I just saw that he meant to say Sandler Carey Will Ferrell.
Oh yeah.
I want to say that we did a Friday Night Fights once that was Jim Carrey versus Adam Sandler. I think we did do that. So if you search that, I think you'll find it. And I think Carey won hands down, but I do love Sandler.
Yeah, I think
Jay saw Sandler live. He didn't want to, but he did see Sandler live.
That was a bad fucking show.
John Canoper. I love your name, dude. I fucking love it. If you stretch your ball skin in the right light, it looks like a Jeepers Creepers wig.
Oh, the Batwig, you bastard. The Batwig. You know what, John Canoper? You should watch Waiting. That's what all about ball stretching. And if you catch them looking, you get to sock them in the arm and call them something.
That's a great fucking.
Damn, I don't know what I want to be when I grow. Go fucking join the army or something. God damn.
I was talking to somebody about that the other night when Ryan Reynolds was like, he's like, he got an eye full of
Yeah.
The Batwing, bitch.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I have been inside you before.
I mean, I'll stick a finger in my ass when I'm feeling squirrely every now and then, but that's about the extent of it.
Yep.
You guys got to watch Waiting if you haven't seen it. Child of the Corn, beautiful, tall, wonderful man.
What a tall drink of milk he is.
Yeah, suck him down. What? Just pre-ordered Friday the 13th, 2009 Arrow 4K and Nightmare Collection, all on Blu-ray. Dope as fuck. Nice. Were there any films y'all hope to get on 4K soon? Obviously, The Nightmares, but also Texas Chainsaw 03, House of Wax, and Urban Legend. Those are great choices.
Yeah, man, that's a good question. I don't know, man. I didn't even know that. I gotta update. I don't collect movies anymore really at all. I just get them on digital. But I didn't even know. I forgot. The Nightmare Collection was even on. So it's just Blu-ray. It's not. I thought they came out with Blu-ray a long time ago.
No, they have the Blu-rays, but they just announced that they're gonna do Nightmare 1 in 4K. But I think that's the extent of it.
Yeah. See, I would pay out the money for if it was a Nightmare Collection on 4K. I think that would be worth it because that would be cool as fuck. But Friday the 13th. Yeah, dude. I don't know. It wouldn't be horror. I mean, I think that they came out with Ghostbusters on 4K, which I was really excited about. I think Back to the Future's on 4K. I think. I don't know. Isn't Star Wars? Didn't they release the original trilogy on 4K? Because I mean, there's certain movies that I want to see on 4K, like big spectacle movies like that.
I'm not 100% sure. I know, and that's a tough question, child, because there's so many times when I go to watch a movie and I'm like, well, I have to watch it for this or that or whatever, and I'm like, I'm gonna find the 4K at least to stream it, or maybe even to buy it. And the list is just endless. There are so many classic films that it's insane they don't have a 4K version of it. I know that Cameron's doing a lot of his 4Ks now, but apparently they look like shit, like True Lies.
I heard about that.
Looks like shit.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Fincher's got a bunch. I know the 7 4Ks coming out, which I'm excited for. But dude, there's just too many to name. There's so many great movies that need to be on.
Well,
4K.
if you're gonna narrow it down to just horror, though, I would have to go with TCM03 as well. Because if they're gonna give you Friday the 13th 09, TCM03 is one of those other ones that for me would be like a top 3 Texas movie. It would be 100%. Yeah, it might even be the top 2. Maybe number 1. It wouldn't be number. Oh, I don't know. The original and TCM03 would be tied for number 1. But anyway, TCM03. I like to see Pumpkinhead in 4K. I always think that's an underrated movie, and it would look fucking. Oh my God! And then that's Hellraiser. I'd love to see Hellraiser in 4K.
I want to say maybe they have done that.
No, they
didn't.
100% sure. Not true at all.
If they did, it's like only in Britain. I'm just gonna throw out a random bastards. One. A random ass one that I would really love to see at 4K is Witchboard. Witchboard is such a good horror movie. Like, it's so fun and so good. Yeah. Like, that would be a fun 4K to see. Fuck, there may be one. I don't know.
I know that they did this. There's no way they didn't. Didn't they put The Shining in 4K? Because there's no way they wouldn't have done that.
I think so, yeah.
Because that's too big of a fucking movie not to do that. Like, that was one of the first ones to be 4K, yeah.
The worst part is when they put it in 4K and it looks like shit. Yeah. Gary says, I know Harry Potter's family friendly, but why does no one ever acknowledge that Luna Lovegood sounds like a poor name?
It 100% does. It 1000% does.
There's like so many Bond villains, like I want a lot of pussy or whatever, like, or a lot of vagina.
I want to hop a lot. What?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Octopussy
Fuck
alone.
Me. Do you kiss your mother with that mouth?
The fact that they named the movie Octopussy is just fucking.
Luna Lovegood is 100% a stripper name, it without a doubt. And coming hot from Vegas are one and only Luna Lovegood. And then when she came out on stage, there'd be like bubbles and shit.
Or they could just.
And she would be like dressed up as like the good witch of the East in Wizard of Oz with a crown but nothing else, and have a wand.
Stop it! You're turning me on. JK says Raw on Netflix will be insane, dude. I agree. I think.
Yeah, but is it going to be like Raw? So they're bringing all the. I'm saying, like, why don't they just have one? If it's Raw and SmackDown, just keep Raw.
Yeah, I think that because they have a deal with Peacock, so I know they do a bunch of the
never make deals with Cox. So you don't know.
I don't know how they're going to do that, man. But I think that whatever happens, what I think is going to happen is that once they do Netflix and they start to test the waters, just the tip, ouch on my hair of the uncensored stuff, it's going to get so fucking popular. It's going to change wrestling forever. I really believe that, dude. Like, that's going to be such a big fucking deal. And then maybe you have a kids show, not a kids show, but you have like a PG show that's on TV, but you also have an adult show. And
they have another one too. It's called NXT or whatever.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like, there's too much shit.
Too much. Much too much. Craig Adams said UK is split: England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. P.S. Wales and Scotland don't like the English. There's a competitive rivalry.
That's what I said. I know. That's what I said. I said that. I was like, there's a rivalry there. Be careful with what you say because they will fuck you up with like blunderbusses and shit. Like with the old pirate ships. They will come for your house and burn it down. Fuck your tea party. No,
my stepmother's
I knew the Wales thing was true. I knew about the Wales. I just forgot about it, but yeah.
My stepmother's about to take in the next year or so my 14-year-old on a trip to Ireland. She's gonna we went and got her passport and all that. She's gonna take her to Ireland, which is super cool. I'm like, I don't want to drink warm beer, so I'll just stay home. But
well, that's weird. Is it Ireland? I don't know if it's Ireland or Scotland or maybe both. Yeah, that Guinness shit, like it's like room temperature. You got to drink that shit. I'm like, fuck you, demons.
I'm weird, dude. Like, I really don't have a desire to go anywhere outside of the United States. Like, Hawaii is the only place I would actually want to go.
I have no desire to go anywhere outside my house. I just want to be like fucking Brendan Fraser, fat and like the whale, and teach a class online, and then show my face one day.
Drop the pizza on the steps,
and then just be like, "You could be anything you want to be," and then just turn it off. But no, yeah. At the end of the day, yeah, it's cool, man. I understand. Wales has a rivalry along with that, but yeah, I knew that, and I'm sorry that I fucked that up.
Well, you should be.
I am.
I have no idea what he's talking about, so I don't know.
But I said that Wales in England. I said it was in England.
My wiener hurts again, Jay. My wiener hurts again. I gotta pee.
I haven't gone once, and I gotta go.
Go. You go first. Then.
No,
it's
fine. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. No, you go.
I gotta get a root beer. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll keep going with my root beer.
You get your nuggets.
I'll be right back. I really okay.
No, just if you're gonna go, just take.
Go. I gotta get a root beer.
I'm not going. I won't go. Okay,
then we'll both sit here and have our faces turn blue and look at each other.
Take your fucking pee break.
I gotta pee so bad you can taste my urine.
Do it.
No, I don't.
Do it.
I don't.
Go.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right. Now we're just gonna stare at Jay's screen and nothing else until he gets back. I'm kidding. My wiener hurts. What's up, Lee? Thanks, buddy. He says, Booger, the Revenge of the Nerds, Bush. We got Bush, Loomis, and Chalice. What's your thoughts on Booger? Dude, I could barely fucking remember Booger. I'll say, and I'll ask Jay this when he gets back, but that man looked like he could take down a couple of 40s, maybe a couple of Boilermakers. If I was a doctor, I would probably look at him and say he needs to lose 10 to 17 pounds. And, he looks like my dick smells. And that's what I would say about Booger. And he should turn it off. He should go away. And that's all I have to say about that. Look at this fucking mess that I am. No wonder my kids and my wife don't want to see me. Jesus Christ on a pickle stick. That's not an appropriate thing to say. Christ. I'll ask Jay with that when he gets back, Lee. Thank you so much, buddy. He says, Craig Adams says 80s comedies be a great Friday night fight. That would be. I have to brush up. There's so many to watch. Fucking Money Pit. I still have the list. Like I'm cheating. Short Circuit was fucking great. Young Guns. Lethal Weapon doesn't really count as comedy to me, but it was pretty funny. Uncle Buck, fucking big. Mr. Mom. There's a lot of good ones. We need to do a good Friday night fight soon. It's time. It's time, Jimothy. We need to get into that. Holly Rockstar going to see some fireworks, but I just want to send some love. Thank you, Holly. It's good to see you. Guys, I think I'm getting old. And here's why I think I'm getting fucking old. Hey, I have Creed playing in my earpiece right now. I'll be damn fighting you. It's impossible. Impossible. I'm sick of fireworks. Like, does that make me old? Like, we get to this point of the year and I see them, I'm like, God, stop popping all over the place. And you take the kids to see it, and it's nice to see the kids see it, but I'm like, yeah, I feel like I'm getting old because I'm like, fucking fireworks. They don't excite me anymore. You know? It's like the first step. Next, I'm going to be like, damn video games, rotting your brains. I think this is the first step to becoming an old man. Like, fireworks don't excite me at all. Like, you're going to shoot your eye out with that thing. And in no way is that a reference to anything else that I was saying. But enjoy your fireworks, Holly. I hope you have a great time. Don't look at me like that. Music Man, Yintel in 4K. You're the fucking one. This is all right. So Music Man joins Patreon, makes their review request, and it's like, well, you'll see, Yintel, my cat loves it so much. And I was like, I took it serious because we've gotten weirder requests on Patreon, and they're like, I was kidding with you, you fucking dumbass. And I was like, we were gonna watch Yintel. That was gonna happen. But yeah, you're smart.
What happened?
You got me. Someone joined the Patreon. Music Man, thank you, by the way.
Oh,
and they were like, will you please review the movie Yintel with like Barbara Streisand? My cat loves your shit.
Oh.
And honestly, we've gotten such weirder shit that I was like, you got it, pal.
Is that a real
like,
movie?
I was kidding. Yeah, I don't know what it's about, but it's like Barbara Streisand.
I thought it was about
Something like
lint
that.
in your belly button. Yentl.
I do get that every time.
Lentil.
Every single time, dude. Every time I do. All right, I got to pee. We are at 7:31 with Michael Parton, but there was a question for you before I go.
All right.
And it was our good buddy Lee who says, Booger from Revenge of the Nerds, Bush. We got Bush, Loomis, and Chalice. What's your thoughts on Booger? So what's your thoughts, Loomis, on Booger from Revenge of the Nerds? And then after that, 7-Eleven.
Okay. Yeah.
7-11,
yeah.
31. 7:31.
7:31.
You're gay. You're gayer. Oh. Wait.
Eddie muted me too.
Hang on. Hang on.
Anyhow.
Wait, dude. Wait. I muted the wrong mic. So I put myself on the big screen. I muted you.
I saw it.
And then my kid came out of the corner and she was like, "You're gay." And I was like, "You're gay." She was like, I was like, "You're gayer." And that's the only thing the mic pings.
Yeah, I know. It was so good. It was like a June thing.
In June? It's okay. I was talking to my kid. It's fine. Don't judge me.
No, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You're gay. I forgot what the fuck I was going to say. Hold on a second. About Booger. I don't know. I'm sorry, dude. I literally don't remember because he fucked me up when he did that shit. Oh, what did I think about? Yes, a guy named Booger from Revenge of the Nerds. He came out fat, nasty. He likes to pick his butt, probably smell it. Also pick his nose. Named Booger, and he has a great belch. That's what it is. I don't even know if you were asking about Loomis doing it, but Booger was a great character. Booger was awesome. Because what the fuck is a brush? Like that, dude. Like that movie, 1,000%, never ever, 100,000,000% will never ever get remade ever. But what a great fucking movie! Oh my god, amazing. But anyway, going through, Michael Parton, thank you so much. Just love to go to Tokyo. That would be cool. I always wanted to go to Japan. I know for the nerdiest reason. I wanted to go to Tokyo in Japan, or am I dumb? Is that China? Tokyo. It's Japan. That's how fucking not confident I was. I was like, is that China? But no, yes, I always wanted to go to Japan, and I will say for the nerdy reason, I wanted to go and visit the Square Enix. Or back then it was the Squaresoft Corporation. I don't know why. I just wanted to go because I love Final Fantasy and just look at it. But that's stupid. But yeah, it would be cool to go to Tokyo. Yeah, it would be fun. Not China, but Japan would be great. Go and scroll. Logan, Miss Siak, thank you so much. Says, "Sup guys? I'm taking Finasteride and minoxidil for hair loss. You guys take anything? Fuck you." I'm not taking shit. I'm just letting it happen. It's gonna happen, dude. Whatever. I'm too lazy to take anything to diet or to regrow it. It will just leave its. This is Father Time saying "fuck you," and I'm like, okay, that's fine. We get it. Your hair's gonna come off your head, and that's just what it is. You get old, and it happens. But I'm not taking anything for it. I won't do that. Like when it gets bad enough, I'm just gonna Bruce Willis it, and then eventually I'll just bald it, and it is what it is. I'll just wear caps and hats. I'll invest in them, and it's fine. But Wolfless, okay, that's for Mike. All right, and we are back. All right, and I'm live with you guys. That's great. I swear to God, dude, I wish that Mike could answer that question, and I could fuck him up too when I like mute his mic and shit. But anyway, Craig says, wasn't trying to be an ass, just trying to say about the UK. I haven't got a clue about it. No, dude, it's fine. No, I knew you weren't. I was joking. But yeah, I know that there is a rivalry there. And a lot of people do mistake that stuff. They'll say it's about Wales and they think it's England and stuff. I know. I get it. Tomo Ogata says, just get the Hitman tattoo on the back of the skull, Jay. Yeah, I know. It's like, scan me. When I go into grocery stores, like, scan the back of my neck. No, I won't do that. Joe says, thanks, Mike and Jay, for reviewing my movie choice last live stream. That was one of my first. I ever watched the Cheers Boys. Oh, yeah, you're welcome, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't like it as much, but it wasn't bad. It was just. It was goosebump the fuck out of it. But that's what I said. I said it was a very introductory type of horror movie for kids. That's what it felt like. A very goosebump episode. Like I said, if you weren't really used to horror, or maybe you hadn't got into horror yet, I feel like there's a booger in my nose that's going to shoot out like a bullet on stream, and I'm just making sure that's not going to happen. But anyway, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't like it, but yeah, I get it, dude. I understand. Atomic Punk says, Jay, will you wham it with me? Absolutely. Let's do it. We'll play some volleyball and then fuck each other. What? D-Land says, get Jay an Indiana Jones hat. I will wear it if we have it. Did you guys ever, when you're growing up, like there were certain things that I always wanted, like as a kid, like as far as like it will complete my life if I have this. One was a realistic proton pack when I was a kid, because you got those, like the real Ghostbusters came out, and I got one for Christmas. It was the blue one with the little yellow styrofoam thing that would go into the gun, and it was all right, but I was one like the actual legit one. And then the other one was the Indiana Jones outfit, hat, leather jacket, whip, all that good shit. And I never got it, but it's fine. Danny Rolling Ghostface says, I'm playing Saints Row 4 right now. That's awesome, dude. I'm glad you enjoy it. I never could get in Saints Row, by the way, never. And I'm not talking about because of the newer ones. I'm talking about Saints Row. I never could get into it ever. Dylan Kirkpatrick says, what are you playing right now, Jay? I'm playing again, it's not changed. I'm playing Fallout 76, and I just got back into Fallout 4. I'm trying to do mods and stuff and figure out load order. It fucking sucks because you get mad about it. You're like, why aren't you loading correct? And you're like, you find out why. And you're like, God damn, there goes my game. I got to start the whole thing because like you cannot plug in an ESL file. You have to do this shit. And you're like, all right, well, I just ruined my whole fucking game because I was stupid and I didn't read the description of the mod.
Why'd you do that?
Because I'm stupid and I didn't read the description of the mod.
Stop it.
There's a question for you from Wolflust97 at 7:34.
Oh, some fun for me. Logan, thanks, buddy. Says, "Sup, guys? I'm taking that was not the one you were talking about. I'll read this one anyway. And I'll go back to that one. He says, I'm taking finasteride and moxidil for hair loss. Are you guys taking it?
I said, fuck you. That's what I'm taking. That's the brand.
You know what? I actually am planning to. Like, when I got back from vacation, I was gonna actually buy that shit. I was gonna buy the double stuff, the spray on for the old dome in the back there. But then I read some stuff that like it gives you heart palpitations and it freaked me out. So I'm taking a pause. But I'll probably go back to it because I really miss.
You should get that steel stuff.
Steel?
No, seal. They just spray it on. It looks like hair.
Just pitch black.
Steel.
Good for you. I hope it's working out, Logan. I'm just scared.
First off,
scared of the side effects.
Look at these lovely locks. Fuck you.
Looks good to me. Yeah. Can you do it like this? Huh? Can you do it like that? Don't look at the back. Don't look at the back.
Yeah, boy.
Don't look at the front.
No, it is what it is. I can't help it.
Jay and I will put our heads together and we'll have a full head of hair.
I know. It'll look lovely. It'll look better than Ric Flair's hair back when he was younger.
Wolf Lust. Mike, do you consider who do you consider to be the big four of pop punk and or skate punk? Pop punk big four would have to be, I mean, obviously it would be Blink. It would be Green Day, even though they sometimes don't like to be identified that way. That's just the fact. I mean, they're a pop punk band. I think pop punk and punk can be the same thing, so I will count Green Day in that. The other biggest pop punk band other than those two would be it actually gets really tough after that. So if he's going to say four, I'm going to fuck up and I'm going to miss somebody that's important for sure. Newfound Glory is what I would go with. And then, oh man, that's fuck me in the bun cheese. That's tough.
The Ramones.
I mean, most would say that they were just pure punk and not pop punk, but I think they're pretty pop punk. The same thing as more pure punk there.
Billy Joel, Billy Idol.
Stop saying things. I'll just go with
Goose Pepper.
That's God damn it. That's fucking hard. I know I'm missing something fucking huge here.
Yes, my dick. Look down.
I gotta move on. I'm gonna say Eve 6, even though they're just more of a straight up pop band. But I'm just missing. I'm firing off. My cylinders are broken. Fuck me in the ass. I hate you for questioning me in a way that made me embarrass myself. Adrian, President Trump. If Crooked Joe got replaced by Loomis in the presidential race, do you think you could win against him? Loomis, feel free to reply.
If Crooked Joe got replaced by Loomis, yeah, against Trump.
Do you think you could? It would be the biggest blowout ever, bigger than the 6 shots he delivered, that he did not deliver, that everyone knows he didn't deliver, that he failed everyone. He couldn't even save a small town of Haddonfield. He's a loser. I'm a winner.
Now listen here, you fat tub of goo. You goddamn Cheeto-smelling, Cheeto-looking bitch. The only thing I see in your future is Stormy and that cum stain that you left on her lips. You failed your wife, you failed this country, and you failed your lawyer.
Fake
because
news.
You were found guilty. Shut your goddamn mouth up. I'm not done yet. The second thing is, you said you were going to build the wall. The only wall you built Was the wall around your wife's heart? You see? Now I'm gonna get emotional with you. Drink that shit. You look like you got some cum in your mouth. Warhead. Second, third, fourth, you're a piece of shit. You look like a Cheeto. You smell like a Cheeto. What is this clown doing on the stage?
I love Cheetos. Cheetos are a great snack.
You know
it's an American snack.
I would I don't know if that's what you wanted, Adrian, but yeah, that would be like if like I just like listen, Joe Biden is fucking pitiful, y'all. Like he's sad. Like that's sad as fuck, dude. Like, I feel bad. It's like I just feel like he's talking to like a guy that got lost and he doesn't know his way back to the nursing home.
It was rough. It was tough. I honestly would vote for Jace Loomis over both of them. So I agree.
I'd vote for Jace Loomis over both of those. And I don't even know what the fuck to do the first day. Like, hey, you're president now. I was like, yeah, and what does that mean? Can I go to Congress? I was like, hey, it's like, can we get like a TV in the Oval Office, like hook up with like HDMI? Okay, watch 4K.
Lewis would go to he would go to Congress and be like, they're like, what do you want in the bill? He's like, just run it. Run it.
Yeah. I don't know. It would be crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be like that. You know what's weird? Like you probably try to change. Like if you were like had no experience and like actually wanted to do the job of president, you'd actually try to probably affect change and do something good. They would be like, no, you can't do that. Like, what do you mean? It's like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, oh, well, let's just like balance the budget. It's like, no, we don't do that around here.
I don't do numbers. I have a Texas instrument.
You guys ever see that movie Dave? That's how it was in Dave. That's how I'd want to be. But then, like,
Bill Pullman, dude.
I like the movie Dave. That's
Bill Pullman. But I did miss. You mentioned it earlier. What I miss, it made me miss him so bad, dude. And it's crazy to say that, but like after that debate the other night, I kept seeing clips of George Bush being like, "We need to stop the terrorists, and we need to stop them in their tracks." He's like, "Now watch this drive."
Yeah, you're not. Like, you sounded like way too hard. That, but you like
I miss him so much.
Bush was good. Well, Bush was a stupid fuck, but he was also well intentioned. I don't think he meant to hurt anybody. He was just a simple Forrest Gump, and then he had Dick Cheney back there saying "Halliburton, bitch."
He threw a shoe at me.
Yeah,
like this shit was crazy, dude. Fool me once, can't fool me twice.
Yeah.
I miss that guy, dude. I really do in this day and age. Child of Corn says better film concept: Batman versus Dracula or Batman versus Werewolf?
Dracula, 100%. Because they're both creatures of the night. It would make sense.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, werewolf's creature of the night, but Batman.
No, he's not.
It's a full moon. That's exactly.
He can come out in the daytime too, dick face.
Not really, because there's not a full moon in the daytime, dummy.
Yeah, there's sometimes full moon, sometimes the sun's shining and the moon's out. It happens.
Fake news.
I didn't they make a comic book called Batman versus Dracula? I think it's already happened.
I think it may have happened. I think you're right.
Dude, there's one of the best storylines that they ever did. Like it was one of those Elseworlds storylines of Batman where he got bit by a vampire and he becomes a vampire. And then they wake him up, like he tells Alfred to kill him and not to wake him up ever because he knows what he could become. And I think it's called it's not Nightfall, but dude, it's one of the best like horror Elseworlds Batman stories I've ever read. I got the graphic novel and everything.
I just want to come over and blow you right now. You just said
I was like, he's got the Elseworlds Batman comic book, honey. I had to blow him.
I was at a bar a couple months ago, and I was just waiting to order a drink, and this girl in front of me, this guy walks away, and she looks at the girl next to her, and she goes, "He's got Coke," and then they both took off running after him. She's like, "He's got a bag of Coke," and they took off running. I was like, God damn,
you're a hard fucking bitch, and I want to stab you and play around with your blood.
Wolf Lass. Hey, Mike, do you consider? I just read that. I'm so stupid. I don't know why Shadow said this, but I got a random comments like, Mike, really?
I don't know.
Really? I don't know what
maybe
I said.
Maybe your choices on your punk bands.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it could be anything. Anything could happen. Craig Adams, have you worked out how to stream games yet? No, we failed miserably at that. We tried it a second time in a Patreon stream because we did have one Patreon stream where we played some games, and that was a really good time. The second time we tried it, the server got all fucked up, and we never really went to go back to do it.
I think it's so weird. It's like the Xbox Cloud Gaming is still in beta, which is crazy. It's been in beta since like Jesus was walking around apparently. Yeah. But we played the Turtles game. It was fun, but yeah. If it ever gets stabilized, it'd be fun because we can't do like regular games. We have to do it where we're streaming the game. So it's all going to rely on their streaming side of it.
Yeah. We tried. We didn't do good, but maybe one day we'll try it again. Lee the Machine Bauer.
Damn, hey, Lewis. Lee.
Joe can't stop falling or pooping his pants. The man is lost.
Sounds like Micah walking around a laundromat. He doesn't know how to do his laundry. And he shits his pants all the time, and he walks that stupid blank stare. I didn't do anything wrong. No, you're lying. I know you did. You stabbed your sister's tits. Get the fuck back in the room, you piece of shit. That's what it is. How about a warm glass of shut the hell up?
He was a good boy, a good young boy. He listened to his parents.
Yeah,
I'm going to fucking like
shut your goddamn mouth up, Cheeto. No time for you.
Gary, Mike, I know you're not a grumpy old man reviewing bad movies, but I like to think you are, because it's funny. So when I saw A Boring Place in the thumbnail, I laughed my ass off. You know, it's funny, dude, because like I said earlier, this year has been half really shitty movies and half good or decent movies. It's not been a great year for movies, to be honest. I mean, I came out and said that I didn't think the Strangers reboot was as bad as people say. It was bad because it was a terrible idea, but like it was getting too much love. So like I said, it's not that bad, but I didn't like Imaginary and some other movies. So obviously the second you start just saying how you truly feel about movies, I had a comment today, dude, you'll get a kick out of this, Jay. This guy commented on the Quiet Place review today, which I said I gave it a 6. It's like, it's not a bad movie. No, sort of. I gave it a 6. It's like it was boring. Like it should have been a short. It had no business being as long. Blah blah blah. But like I just thought it could have been so much more. Anyways, the guy commented, he's like, you should. And this is only the 17th billionth time I've heard this joke. He thought it was so fucking clever. He's like, you should change the channel to I watched a movie. Maybe you should get the other guy back on, because then it wouldn't feel like you were just hating on movies all the time. And my response was, dude, Jay would have shown this movie 10 times fucking harder than I did. Trust me. Like if you saw it, you would have fucking hated that fucking movie.
I'd rather
you don't even know what you're talking about.
Silent Library. Silence!
Jay would have shit on it twice as fucking hard.
It's so weird. Like, yeah, that's how it is. That's how it's always been. If you're being honest without a review, either you're a shill for the company if you liked it, or you're a bastard just that you hate movies.
Yeah. I gave the motherfucker a 6.
What's above average? Like it sounds like it's like bad. Like, but a 6, I think 6 inches. A lot of girls can work with that.
Yeah, dude, that's a solid number you got going there. And
That's
I'll be
average.
honest with you, man. I honestly, like, my genuine feelings are like I feel like Hollywood is like sort of going to the toilet bowl. Like, honestly, like if you look at the shit that was released,
it's already in the toilet bowl. It's been in the toilet bowl for a while.
There are great movies, don't get me wrong. I think Longlegs is going to blow people's asses. So I thought Dune 2 was amazing. There's a lot of movies I've loved. I'm not saying every movie sucks, but like if you look at as a whole, the movies that come out now versus the movies we were getting in the 90s and even in the early 2000s, dude, like there was a lot of generic ass fucking fake doo-doo that is coming out, and it's like the movie situation is not in a good fucking
Hollywood
place.
They've been creatively bankrupt for quite a while. They're also been morally bankrupt for forever, but creatively bankrupt for definitely show. I mean, but it's also because they stopped hiring people to write good stories, and now they hire people to have messaging in every fucking movie. That's the problem. They fire people that want to just have a good goddamn time and write a movie that doesn't have any political affiliations, that aren't trying to say anything, and they have to be careful with who they're going to offend. That's the problem. That's where we're at today. It's a culture shift that's really butt-fucked creativity in a lot of ways, not just Hollywood, but comedy in general. Like, you people smacking and punching fucking comedians in the face. Now, that one guy, I did see this one dude that punched the comedian on the stage, but that guy was like making sexual talk about his like 5-year-old daughter. Like, there are certain fucking things that you shouldn't say or do, and that was fucking too much. Like, that guy was a creep as fuck. But anyway, yeah, I think but it's not about hating. We don't hate movies. Like you said, there's been some good ass fucking movies that have come out. But
and not just that, but like that is one problem with it for sure. But also on the other hand, like everyone's like, you people aren't going to see movies enough anymore, and I'm like, it's not the audience's fault if they're not going. It's so dumb that Hollywood's looking at the landscape, and what's the landscape like? It's fucking TikTok. It's YouTube Shorts. It's all this shit that I think anybody would agree. And not to sound like a boomer, I'm not even complaining about it. It is what it is. But the audience, everyone's attention span is shorter. So for Hollywood to be like, you know what we're going to do? Every fucking movie release is going to be 2 hours and 25 minutes long. And you're going to have to watch a 7-season Disney Plus series and 72 movies to understand what the fuck is going on. Like you're literally going against the grain in the worst of fucking ways. It's crazy that they're doing this shit. But
it is what it be.
It is what it is, and
I think the pendulum swings.
What?
So it's coming back.
I think Deadpool versus Wolverine is going to be so huge, and they're going to realize actually we can make adult movies for adults, and everything doesn't have to be PG-13. And I think that's going to be a huge momentum shift. I really
hopefully I do. Axel F. I mean, because I think Eddie Murphy said it right. He was like, back in the day, well, not that he was just like, they got this superhero thing going on. You can't run up and like freeze, and like you're a hero. You got a gut. Like back in the day, those were the heroes, like the Tango and Cash. the
Yep.
fucking Eddie Murphys of Beverly Hills Cop. But now it's like all superheroes flying around and solving the problem. They, whatever. And that's what he's saying. He's like, I think he's talking about like it's coming back because there is a burnout on superhero movies. So
and I have no problem with long movies. Like if Scorsese makes a movie, you're like, okay, I know why this movie is long. But let's be honest, guys. Like half these superhero movies should be an hour and 35 minutes tops. There's a lot of movies I watch, and they are just full of fucking filler. Like just crazy filler, and it is what it is. People have shorter attentions, so that's one of the biggest problems at the box office. I'm not saying I won't watch a long fucking movie. That's not what I mean.
Well,
like,
certain movies don't need to be that fucking long.
Yeah, like Batman vs Superman,
line.
They should have released the longer cut first. It goes both ways, but I'm just saying that's just one of the many problems. Anyway, Logan, Nastak, would you guys like a Freddy reboot?
100%, dude.
I'll take anything I can get.
We talk about that. The problem with that movie is like it's going to be we don't know. I mean, New Line doesn't own it anymore. The actual estate of Craven owns it, and they've been like dragging their feet on. I mean, they've got scripts. I mean, they've got multiple scripts. They just don't. And to be fair, I don't mind that. Like they're taking their time. They're going to make sure that they're going to have a product that everyone's going to enjoy. But it just, I mean, for now, I just feel like it's been a little bit too long now. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah,
pick one. Just pick one.
It is one of those things.
It's like going shoe shopping with your wife. Just pick a fucking pair.
Please, God. Yeah, but you're right. Like at this point, we're so desperate. Like I'll take fucking anything you can give me. Just Freddy needs to come back right now.
What?
Yeah, Freddy got figured too would be great too. AGD Bar, are you guys still playing the TCM game? I have not, but I don't game much at all. So
no, I haven't played it. It actually, the thing about that game, it was hot for a while, for a few months, and then it kind of burned out. I think a lot of people were talking about the same thing. I mentioned, I saw it too. The repetition of it, the lack of maps. I mean, eventually they did release more maps and more characters, but they didn't have it at launch, which really hurt the momentum going forward with that game. They had a little bit more of a variety in the maps and maybe added a couple of different game types to it. It might have been better, but it is what it is. I don't.
From what I hear, they had a really great update.
They had a great update, but the problem is people have lost it. Like it's just, again, it was never going to beat something like Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight is the fucking juggernaut, bitch. It's just not going to happen. But it could have been up there for a while. But and then the Killer Clowns from Outer Space came out, and that dipped into their cells.
That went like a fart in the night, didn't it? I don't hear
still doing it. I think it's still.
Already.
But again, these are novelty games that are very popular at the time because they're novelty, and then they wear off very quickly. So
I think what we need, dude, is we need is a fucking solid story campaign game. Nothing against TCM or anything. I love what those guys do over at Gun Media, but like, I think what people really want is to get away from Dead by Daylight side stuff. Like, give us a good campaign game with a great story that's really scary and adds lore to a franchise. That's fun.
I think it would be cool to do something like, and again, I mean, people hated the game. Some people hated the game. I mean, graphics looked amazing. The Quarry. But it was a great horror game where you could make decisions and you could play with other people and make decisions.
I want to play that.
Yeah, well, the voice, the mocap on it looks so fucking good. But anyway, I think David Arquette's in it too.
Yeah.
But what they need to do is do something like that, the Quarry, where decisions affect the story overall, and you don't know what, and that's great. Do it like Halloween. Like you play the role of Dr. Loomis, or maybe you play the role of a survivor, and you make decisions based on those decisions. A new story will play out. They have branching story paths. And make it like the Quarry with that kind of like detail. Oh my God, dude, forget about it.
I love that shit, dude. I love that shit. Michael Patton. Hey, Loomis, what if Trump challenged you to golf? I have a 6 handicap. You don't have shit.
He asked Loomis, shut up. I don't know.
Excuse me. Are you done?
How about you're done? Shut up and go and cheat on your wife some more. Adults are speaking. Either way, I would take golf and say, please God, he will have a heart attack with one swing with his ho-ho hands. He has ho-ho hands.
You mean these hands?
That's so funny that people focus. Did he say that about? Oh, yeah, he did during the 2016.
Oh, they got in a whole argument.
Look at the size of my hands.
Well, no, the funny thing
somebody
about
talked
that
about his dick size, I think.
Well, the only funny thing I saw was like they talked about, hey, you're old, you're a dummy, you're a terrible fucking president. They said all these horrible things to each other, but the only time you saw any signs of life out of either of them was when they challenged each other's golf game. Oh, and Trump was like, he's like, out of all the lies he's told tonight, that's the biggest lie, and Biden was like, I was a 6 on nickel.
No, he was like I once played golf against Abraham Lincoln, and this guy thinks he can beat me. I was shooting golf in the valleys of World War One. What?
Biden dude, is so bad because he was like, he would drop like an insult from the 1930s. He was like, "You have the morals, of an alley cat, sir. And everyone's like, what does that even mean?
Dude,
Like,
oh
what are we doing?
yeah.
It was bad. It was bad. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna fucking die. We're gonna burn alive and die.
I haven't heard more lies like this with my wife. That's what I know. He bubbled a lot. That's why he like.
Cheers. Cottage cheese.
Yeah, carrots.
It's so bad, dude. Adrian Ybarra, and I'm with you, dude. I actually feel bad. Like I feel really bad about it. But
you can make fun of him all day long because he's like obviously he's easy to do. But
there's also part of me that's like, step the fuck down, dude. Get out of here.
His wife wants that power.
She's like Miss McConnell.
She's like, listen, he's been dead in the bed forever, but like that power, I want that. She's like goddamn Skeletor. She's like got that power from Grayskull, and she don't want to give it up.
Well, dude, Mitch McConnell, like every time they ask him a question, he turns into my wife at the drive-thru. He just shuts the fuck down.
Yeah, that was. I was going to say my wife. What do you want? Her, it's a good size, huh? Yep.
Like,
it's a great size.
It's crazy.
You challenge my libido.
This is crazy. What are we doing? Term limits. Goddamn. Adrian Ybarra. I feel like there's a lame trend of movies lately that are trying to too hard to be a slow burn.
That's true.
Some movies don't fit that type of pace. I don't know what the fuck's going on. That's
true. Adrian Ybarra is correcto sexo. You're right. That's a great point. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot. They get into this artsy fartsy slide. A lot. Some of these movies do, and they're like, oh, we're gonna showcase. We're gonna tease the tip just a little bit in the beginning of the movie, and then later on. We're gonna say, oh, that didn't happen, and then we're gonna burn that bitch real close toward the end, and then boom, we're gonna suck it off. And you're like, God damn, dude, like I didn't need all that extra 45 minutes of juice. Just suck it off.
Well, everybody wants.
You know, like they lose their momentum, and yeah, you're right, dude. Like, there's a lot of stupid movies that do that. Like, I mean, there are movies that work that way. But I remember back in the day, it was rare. Like Memento, that shit was awesome. That was a great slow burn movie. But that made sense. Now they'll just do it for like fucking like. Daria's Big Adventure. They'll have a slow burn that's 3 hours long.
Dude, I think that's a microcosm of the entire problem with movies as a whole. No one's ever doing something, it feels like, just for the art of making something cool and new. It's always like, oh, I'm going to make it an artsy movie, or I'm going to make this movie feel like this movie, or I want people to respect me for doing this. Like, it's never about like that particular project. Everything feels like a copy of a copy of a copy. Yeah. Did you make a copy? Because if you made a copy, we could watch the copy. Yeah. Like nothing feels original at all anymore, like for the most part. So
yeah, it's true. You got a great point there, Adrian. Slow burn.
Craig, Jay, have you ever played Elden Ring and Mike Stu lives? Get up. No.
He's dead.
He does.
I've never played it. I played the Dark Souls game, and I know it's exactly like Dark Souls, but I that shit. I'm trying to get my blood pressure down after the doctor's appointment. I can't have that in my life. I can't. I get too angry.
So you never played it ever?
No, I've watched people play it. I just would rather I'd rather watch them vicariously and be like not because if I'm playing it, I'll break remotes and like go. But I can't.
It seems like it'd be up your out. It'd be right up your alley.
No, it's literally one of the most frustrating kind of games of all time. Like it's like it's punishment delight. It's like, oh yeah, I love to go to a dominatrix and have them spank my ass and pull my nipples really hard.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like that. It's like paying for pain.
Wolflust 97, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Says that was a loaded question. To be fair, personally, I'd say, where you going, you motherfucker? You get the fuck back here and let me put my tip in your. Hey.
Hi.
Hey, man. He said that was a loaded question, to be fair. Personally, I'd say The Offspring, Green Day, Blink-182, and Sum 41. I did miss Sum 41. I think The Offspring is a little bit overrated in my opinion. Like I really do. Like it's just like they're one of those bands like the singles hit and like the albums never seem to. So, but I get what you're saying there. Rancid, dude. Rancid. That's my fourth one. My fourth one is Rancid. But I would also go with. I could go with the Descendants of Bad Religion, but I also think that they're both like legit, like straight up punk bands. Although there are pop punk elements to it. But I love your list, dude. I love your fucking list.
I mean, you left out the most important, David Bowie and the Star Riders. I mean, come on.
That's not pop.
David Bowie and the Star Riders. The Star Riders. That sounds like a fucking wrestling name, like a tag team championship. The Star Riders.
It does. I like the Star Riders. Actually, Space Force.
Yeah, no, it would come out with like the stupidest music too. It'd probably be a David Bowie song.
It's funny because fucking Boxcar is in my Boxcar by Jawbreakers in my ear right now. Like that's sort of pop punkish, but yeah, the line of what you call that is always confusing. Michael Parton, I love Kevin Costner. I'm not seeing Horizon.
Oh, no, well,
I get it.
Yeah, well, that movie, 100 years old or 100 years long, but that's how Kevin Costner movies have always been, though. We talk about that. We like The Postman. It was a 3-hour plus fucking movie. That's a good movie, but
Yeah,
I'm not
Postman.
interested. I saw it. Like, dude, listen, I think Kevin Costner is a fine actor too, but there's something about him, dude. Like, he doesn't work as a tough guy, tough as nails, Western dude. Like, it just doesn't work for me.
Kevin Costner?
No, dude, when he did Wyatt Earp, it was like, don't fucking do Wish.com. You're not Wyatt Earp.
I mean, he pulled it off in Yellowstone like a motherfucker.
Yeah, in Yellowstone, but that was like a modern retelling of like a modern cowboy type of guy. That makes sense. Like that dude, like I could see him doing that. I'm talking about like a tough as nail, like old West dude. It just doesn't work.
Yeah. I mean, I think so. I'm the same, dude. I'm in the same boat, Michael. Like, maybe no, I can't say that either. Like, I'm not gonna go see Horizon either. I love Kevin Costner. I love westerns. I like westerns a moderate bit. Also, I should say, but like, I liked Yellowstone. I love the risk he's taken with it, and I think it's cool. But when I heard, and I'm not a person who ever lets reviews dictate what I go see. That's not what I'm saying. But like, there's certain things that you hear in reviews about movies that make you go, okay, I'm not going to take the time to see it. And one of those is that the entire movie is 3 hours long, and it's all it's doing is setting up the next movie. And for me, that's just a death nail. Like, I'm not going to go do that, dude. Like, I've been fucking marveled to death. I've been piece rated to death by movies. I'm not going to spend 3 hours in the movie watching you just set up the next thing. I'm going to save that for a fucking rainy day at home when I could just watch it with some popcorn and like take my time with it.
Yeah.
That's just it. That's
Can
where
you
I'm
imagine
at.
that
Like,
though? Like when all the movies come out, it's gonna be like a 9-hour fucking adventure, like 9 hours. But then again, I did watch all the Lord of the Rings and special editions back to back to back, and that was like literally almost. But that's not like fucking Kevin Costner trying to be a tough guy in the Old West.
like, well, and that's the thing. Like, I'm rooting for it. I hope it does well. I like that you're doing something different and you're changing it up. But like, dude, again, it goes back to the same thing I was saying before. Like, I'm not going to go watch a 3-hour movie that is literally just a setup for other movies. Like,
you know what?
It probably should have been a TV series, man. That is what it is.
Kevin Costner's one of those dudes that don't even know what the word edit means. He just leaves everything in
And
there. He's like, what's an editor? He's like, we have plenty of money. We don't need an editor.
Yeah.
It's like everything stays in.
Like, at least back in the day when you got those double VHS, big, thick, this is a serious movie, it had an ending to it. And now we're talking about doing like fucking 3 of those before you get to a fucking culminating point. Like, that's crazy.
Because, was it Glory? The Civil War one was like 2 tapes. I mean, usually they were rare for me. I remember seeing them in the video store, though. But when you saw them, you're like, yeah, those are rare. The big fat one, Titanic, was two tapes.
Yeah, I think that one just smoked itself retarded. Like, it's one of those things. Like, it's too much, man.
Yeah.
JK, Zach Ward is Freddy. Zach Ward, was that the dude? That was the guy from the Titus show. He was in. Freddy vs. Jason, I think. Zach. No, that's fucking. No, I was thinking of somebody else. Zach Ward.
Yeah, that guy sounds.
Yeah, Zach Ward is the dude who was in Freddy vs. Jason, who died in the bathtub.
Oh yeah, I like that guy. That guy. He's pretty old though now. Like he's 53. I mean, that's not old, but I mean, well, I was thinking of like a Freddy like being in their 30s. Like I think Robert Englund was in his late 20s, early 30s when they cast him as Freddy Krueger. So you need someone like that to build a franchise off of.
Yeah, man. It doesn't excite me. Like I think Robert Englund's one of those guys that he has an amazing talent that just doesn't translate to certain things. Robert Englund in a different situation could have been and he's getting his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, so there's no shame in that. I'm just saying, in a different time, a different aspects of him were different. I think he could have been a huge super fucking star because he's that good. But there's just only so many certain roles he plays. I think there's certain people who look like they could play Freddy. But could they actually pull that off? I don't think so.
Or he could have been like the next lead singer for the B-52s. Either way, he would have been great.
It's a big
deal.
He looks
just like that. He also looks like Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell looks dead on. Ryan. The guy from Whose Line It Anyway looks just like Robert Englund. Ryan Seacrest. I can't remember. Ryan Stiles.
No, not Seacrest.
What the fuck's his name?
I didn't watch the show as much as you.
Colin. Anyway, I don't know. But yeah, well, the thing is about he's made his mark forever.
Yeah, there's no shame in that, dude. Any of us would take that career in a second. Brent Ferguson, good to see you, buddy. He said, "What's up, guys? Late to the stream. Elden Ring is consuming my soul."
Oh.
Jay, I know you're out on Star Wars, but are you looking forward to the new game?
The Bounty Hunter game?
While you answer that, I'm gonna make myself a drink rock quick.
Okay. I think you're talking about the Bounty Hunter. I think Star Wars Bounty Hunter. I don't know, man. Maybe. I've kind of lost all hope with anything related to Star Wars, to be fair. Like anything, like any media, like it's a video game or if it's a movie. I just feel like they don't know how the fuck to tell a story any longer with Star Wars. It's all quick grab. It's all bullshit. I don't know. And they're rewriting canon. Maybe if it comes to Game Pass, maybe I'll play it, but I don't feel like myself going out and getting it at all. But yeah. What I wanted to play and like forever, and they've been like quietly hiding it in the dark, like making you like guess when it's going to come out. Is I wanted to know when the Old Republic, the remake was going to Star Wars: The Old Republic, because that would have Knights of the Old Republic, by the way. Star Wars: The Old Republic is the MMO, but I wanted to play that like really bad, and then like you heard about it, everyone was getting hyped about it, and then it was just silence. So that sucks. But that's the only Star Wars game at this point that I would play. Unless they came out with something really amazing, and I doubt they will because it's fucking Disney owned. So, but sorry, man. I know it's depressing as fuck, but it's just true. Where were you? Where were you, Brandon? Oh, hold on. Okay, that's right there. But thank you, Brandon, for your question. It actually did scare me a little.
Just that.
Gaza, thank you, says Dr. Loomis should sing Barbie Girl.
Yes, I want it. Hang on, let me make you big.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Laughing plastic. It's fantastic. You can brush my hair. Fuck you, Michael. Undress me everywhere. Michael dies. That's a fantasy.
Come on, Bobby.
Michael.
Let's go party.
Gas station. Something. I don't know. I was going to rhyme it. Never mind.
I was hoping you'd go with the ha, ha.
Yeah.
I missed my cue. I fucked it up. I'm sorry.
All
Sorry
good.
I fucked it up. Adrian, what IP would you want as the next video game? A Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, Hellraiser, Saw, or even Blair Witch, or Jeepers Creepers could be fun. I'm going to go with Freddy. That's what he's going.
I don't know, man. I think all of them would be great in their own way. I mean, if you're talking about something like The Quarry or like doing decisions to make, like have branching story, but I think Scream would work easily because there's, you don't know who the killer is and make the decisions that would kill somebody or not kill. That would work. Freddy would be fun. I would say out of that list though, did they make a Saw game? I feel like a Saw game already came out.
Maybe like a single A or some shit like that. Is that what the kids say now? Like a single A or a double A or a triple A?
Triple A. I would say I think out of all this is I would pick out of those I'd pick Scream, just because I feel like the branching story paths and stuff with decision making would make sense. If Halloween was in that, I'd pick that. But
I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked you picked that. I would actually pick I think Scream would do a good. I fucked up my thing. I think Scream would be a great RPG. Like you said, because you can make decisions. Who's the killer? Like what's going on? I think I would actually go Halloween though. But a Nightmare on Elm Street would be cool.
No, it's not. But it's not on the list.
What's not on the list?
Halloween.
Shut up. Well, listen. Why don't you suck that fucking A&W up your asshole?
Yes, I want to do right now. If you drink my pee, it would straight up taste like root beer.
Drink some water. You got to drink some water, motherfucker.
There's no caffeine in this. That's why I'm drinking. I get the caffeine shakes if I'm not drinking alcohol.
Yeah, you just can't be drinking pure sucralose though. You gotta have some water in that bitch.
I have water in there. I put it in there.
Okay, good. That's what I needed to know. I would go with but a Nightmare on Elm Street, dude, because I'm thinking Max Payne. You remember how fucked up the dream sequences were in Max Payne? Because he was all high on fucking painkillers and shit like that, and he would have these crazy ass dreams. I think a Nightmare on Elm Street game would be the scariest of the group.
Hellraiser would be fucking but Hellraiser opening a box and then having to make
I'll blast you because you go though.
What's your pleasure? So I was like, nothing that's gonna hurt my dick. Oh,
yeah. I don't think a game could ever encapsulate the nastiness that you.
Well, no, I mean if you play, but in that the whole world of Hellraiser makes you feel gross.
Yeah, Hellraiser would be a great one of those games if you're watching Pornhub and you get that ad in the top that's but you can't play this game for more than 3 seconds without coming.
No, I swear, watching Hellraiser, you feel, I don't know what it is. Watching Hellraiser, you feel like Fat Bastard in The Spy Who Shagged Me when he's got chicken grease running down his nipples and he's laying in bed and then she has to put the thing in his butt crack.
Yeah.
That's what it makes me feel like watching.
That's true. That's fucking true, dude. Atomic Punk 31. I like your name. I'm gonna steal it. How do you guys feel about Gosling as Ghost Rider?
I would love it. That's great. Ryan Gosling. But I don't believe it. It's a rumor because Ryan Gosling seems like he just sticks to indie films. I'm sure he's been approached multiple times to be in a superhero flicks because he's got the face, he's got the look. But I feel like he's not like interested in doing that because he doesn't want to get tied down with like franchise shit. And Marvel owns Ghost Rider, so that's all it's going to be.
Clinton, I got to know what you were saying when you said, what the fuck? Like, I got to know what you were talking about when you said that, Clinton.
Probably because you made my face big.
But no, Atomic, I would say, like, here's the thing. I'm gonna go on record one more fucking time. I think after Deadpool and Wolverine comes out, it's going to get so much fucking traction at the box office. It is going to literally change the hierarchy of the DC universe will never be the same.
Marvel.
I think it's going to, I know I was just
saying you're roasted again.
But like, no, but like, I literally think that like Deadpool Wolverine as an R-rated comedy it's going to break so many fucking records that it's literally going to change the way they do things. And at that point, I think Ryan Gosling in an R-rated Ghost Rider that goes fucking hard and doesn't try to be some PG namby-pamby bullshit could be then another. Yeah, I think that could fucking work.
Yeah,
100%.
I agree it would work. I just feel like this is a one-off. Like I feel like Disney is mad because they have to do this because Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman have pretty much told them,
dude,
like if you don't do it our way,
money.
Yeah, it's like if you don't do it our way, we're gonna leave you, bitch. We're just gonna leave you, and we're gonna let you have that sweet aftertaste of our sex. But that's
Disney, Marvel, Star Wars. They are desperate for a fucking.
They are, and this is gonna be the first $1 billion movie Disney's had in like a while.
And they're gonna. I think they're
gonna waste away all their good fortune. Because they'll go right back to the bullshit they've been doing.
I think money's going to change it, though. Like,
Maybe.
Once the money hits, like, but again, you might be right because look at Joker. Like, Joker did an R-rated movie and it went buku, and they never changed the way they did things. So you could be right. But I'm hoping Marvel's smart.
I hope it's good.
I hope I'm not gay. Lee the Machine Bowers. I am, though. I can't help it. Can my sexy boys wish my mom a happy belated birthday? She's 63. She's a strong woman, and I'm grateful for her.
Hey, yeah, happy birthday, Lee the Machine Bowers, mom. Happy birthday. I hope you've raised a fine young man. Very handsome one, too.
You raised a fucking machine, lady. Let me tell you that. I hope you don't mind me calling your mother lady. But Sheila raised a machine, and he's super kind to us, and we appreciate him, and we love his presence here. And that means that you must be a cool effing lady. Happy birthday.
Happy 63rd.
Happy birthday.
Really good
We're
stuff.
thankful for you. That's amazing. Lee, thank you. Thank your mom. I know that usually when I say that, it means something else. I don't know if you want to.
Thanks, Mom.
Do that, I guess. Sure. But yeah, happy birthday, Lee's mom. While Willie says, my friend Emmy might drive us down for Scarefest. Fuck yeah, bro.
All right.
I want to meet Emmy. That sounds like a cool person. Anybody named Emmy's got to be rad as fuck. It'll be really cool to meet you guys, but is there a cool karaoke bar near the location? Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot of things. There's a dark place. It's like literally opening the merchant configuration to go there, but we will for everyone if they want to. But I don't know, dude. Like, you feel like Frank in the movie Hellraiser when you go in there. Like you're butt naked and you have like demons come and get you. Like, but it's fun at first. Yeah, but it'll be but it'll be nice to meet you, dude. You should come down. Hopefully, Emily can work it out with you. You come down and beat us so we can meet your wild Willie. It'd be great.
So we don't know exactly how Scarefest is going to work out yet. We're going to be there for sure. We're going to be there all 3 days, but we don't know exactly how it's going to work out. But I literally just like last Wednesday went to Scarioke, a Scarefest karaoke event, and did karaoke with some of the people from Scarefest. Good fucking time. Had a blast. Some really fun people there. And if there's a way, so like I think between now and Scarefest, there's gonna be like this is forming itself. This is happening in real time, Dean. But we're probably gonna end up doing some sort of karaoke event between hand. I don't know if the meetup will include karaoke or not, but there's probably a 40 to 57% chance it does because we love karaoke. So that's a good possibility. Because whether it's karaoke or not, we're gonna have a great fucking time. All right.
Yeah.
So
well,
bring
there's
yourself.
a 37 to 47% chance that I will shit my pants. I have to go pee, and hopefully I won't do that. There might be diarrhea. It's that ketosis. It's that goddamn ketosis.
And you pee hard.
I'll be right back.
Pee hard for daddy. That's such a Hellraiser saying right there. Blessed are they who pee hard at my supper. But no, we're definitely going to do a Scarefest karaoke event between now and Scarefest. It seems like had a good time doing karaoke the other night with everyone. So yeah, dude, come Come, Wild Willie. Come on the kick drum. Come on the kick drum. Do you guys ever see The Breakup with Vince Vaughn? That movie's so fucking funny. He's like, come on the kick drum. Come, Gary, on the kick drum. Come, Gary. Oh shit, tits. Tim, you fucking sexy motherfucker. Thank you so goddamn much. We both appreciate that, man. Thank you. That's too kind. Thank you, dude. He says, due to medical crap, mom and dad had to be in my house. So my mom hates horror. Last horror she saw was The Exorcist when she was 20. Dude, if the last horror movie I saw was The Exorcist, I'd probably be pretty fucked on horror movies, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Her and I watched Immaculate late the other night. Dude, I still have not seen that one yet, by the way. Like, and I'm pissed about it because that seems right up my alley. I need to get on that. I was hoping to do actually like maybe a Patreon commentary for it, since you can watch it at home now. I'm thinking about maybe doing a Patreon commentary for that for sure. Like a first time watch. But I watched Immaculate the other night. She was scared as fuck, and I actually liked it. Random, I know, just a nice moment for us. That's cool, man. Like, you know, especially in my older age, the way things be, the way things are, I really appreciate people's moments with their parents. And I think that's pretty fucking rad, dude. That's so cool that you took time, you sat down, you watched a horror movie with your mom, and you guys had a good time together. Those are moments that, you know, if you don't have them, they're underrated. So I'm happy for you guys. I hope you guys had an amazing fucking time doing that. Did you see Immaculate yet, Jack?
Hold on. Let me read. I can't read.
Take it in, sweet Jim.
No, I don't know. Hold on a second.
He's like, no, seriously, I couldn't read.
No, because I was going to tell something about pooping my pants almost, but something serious. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you, Tim, by the way. That was really sweet. That's cool. I'm glad you got to have a moment with her in that movie. I don't know. Like, a lot of people bond over like fried green tomatoes, but not you. I like it. Good stuff. Just like, hey, Mom, let's pop in The Exorcist to have a good time. Good stuff. But yeah, man. But what were you asked? What have I ever seen? What, Immaculate? No.
Immaculate. Have you seen that one yet?
I haven't seen it, no.
I haven't either, actually, because it came out in such a busy time when the horror movies come out. But Sydney Sweeney.
Oh,
hot. Wants to touch the honey.
It's weird though, but you're right. There's something about watching that movie with somebody else that's never seen it, and when they actually feel the fear, because there's something like The Exorcist is literally the scariest movie of all time. You actually feel like, okay, I can hang out with this person because they're not like a serial killer or something. Somebody that doesn't get scared of that movie, I feel like you're a serial killer or something. Like, you probably watch like Ted Bundy and be like,
you're broken. It's like, I know you haven't seen it yet, but in Roadhouse, there's a point where Conor McGregor looks at Jake Gyllenhaal and he's like, "There's something wrong with you." He's like, "Me too." That's kind of how I feel about people who aren't scared by The Exorcist.
But that's really nice of you that you're helping with your mom and your stepdad, dude. Yeah,
dude. That's fucking awesome, dude. Man. Super happy for you, man. Cherish that. Fucking cherish it.
Sure.
I'm not gonna do the. I actually am. I'm gonna do the Billy Matt. I'm gonna grab your cheeks. I'm gonna go cherish it.
Have you ever done it? Like, you're gonna grab the fat face. And like,
love you, Tim. Appreciate that so much, man. And happy for you guys so much. Logan Mythic. I'm optimistic of the Superman film. I hope it's good. Dude, same.
We were talking about the leaked images last stream, and everybody's like freaking out and saying it looks like shit. I don't know, man. I think it looks fine. He looks pretty cool. I mean, I've never been a fan of the underwear on the outside of the panties, but it's fine. It's whatever. It's the classic look. I love the S. I love the shield of him, though. I think it looks good.
You sound like you were critiquing a hooker you picked up. It's like, I've never been a fan on the panties on the outside of the.
I left a bad Yelp review for her. It's like, it was not good.
But I will still.
It's not good. I'll give you about a 2.5 on the blowjob, and everything else. The ass stink was awful.
Could have done this a little bit differently, but I'm with you, dude. Like, and that's the way to be. Like, why are we not hoping movies are good just because one movie didn't work out? Like, yeah, I'm with you, dude. Richard Drums. Hey, bros. You ever had sleepovers? Yeah, we did. Where you watch Friday the 13th Part 7 specifically, leading into the Skinamax time while slapping it separately. Not gay.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%. Okay. We had those moments, and we were doing it together, looking at each other's eyes and sweating. That didn't make us gay at all. That just made us like, friends. That's so crazy that you're like, he's right. That's specific. Like Friday the 13th Part 7 on Cinemax, I 100% believe it. But then it goes into like that porn, like because it was always a weird like Friday the 13th would like fall in between like some kind of like super nasty, like soft, not nasty, but like a softcore porn. It makes total sense. Like it's 9:00 at night, and you're like, oh,
dudes so do good. That. Dudes do be like that though. Like you'll be at like a sleepover with a couple of buddies, like in like middle school or high school or whatever. And like you'll watch some shit, like, hey, we should watch this shit. It's gonna be dirty. It's like let's watch it because that's what dudes do. But then you watch it, and then you're sitting in a room with dudes, and you all got a fucking hard on. Like you go to this bathroom, I'm gonna go to that bathroom. I'm gonna go in here. It's like it's not gay, bro. We were really turned on by the women, and then we just all went to our separate spaces. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, right? And there's nothing wrong with like staring at each other while you do it either. Like, here's the weird thing. I never got that. Like buddies that hang out, like they're like, we watched that porn the other night. I was like, that's so weird, dude. Like, I don't know why. Like, when I was in high school, people would be like, oh yeah, they would like talk about watching porn together, and it's fucking like that's a private thing. That's like going to church and like asking for forgiveness. Like that's a moment before you and you only.
I've had that happen with both dudes and girls. Like you're hanging out with and with dudes, it was like when we were younger, like in high school and shit. It's like, hey, dudes, you want to turn on a porn? Because that's what dudes do, right? We watch porn together. But it's like then it's awkward because you like watch the porn together. Right. And I've also been on a date with a girl where she was like, hey, let's turn on some porn. And you're like, I don't
adventurous.
I don't know what to do with my hands. Like, what does this mean? Like, what are you saying with this gift?
That was great. Dude. I know I did that once, and that was fucking badass, dude. But we were fucking while we were watching it. That was hot.
Well, no, I'm talking about like before anybody had ever done anything together. Yeah, and you're like, I don't know what you're trying to say by doing this together. Does this mean that you? Obviously, it does, right? It's got to mean like it's so.
Unless you're like, you know, like you don't want to take it like you're so ugly and out of shape that they want to watch like an actual manly man handle a woman. And you're like, okay.
But I've also done that with someone, and that's fun too.
It's like if you're with a chick, it's different, or a guy, or whatever your preference is, whatever. But it's like if you're with your buddies and you're watching it, I just don't get that. I don't understand that.
Like as a grown man, it'd be weird. Like you're like, okay, as a fucking 38-year-old man, if I went over a dude's house to have a couple of beers, watch a game or whatever, and he's like, you want to watch some porn together? I'm like, fuck no, I don't want to watch porn with you. But in high school, when that shit there was no Pornhub, it was hard to come by, and you're all just hanging out, and there's like 12 of you, and you're like, then it's normal. But like if there's just a couple of you and you're like a grown adult, then that's a little like, I don't know.
Yeah, back in the day, getting porn was like, you know, you had to. It was like giving like it was in a paper sack, and it was passed from one person to the other, and it was like hidden behind the alleyways. But nowadays, it's like anybody could get it. But yeah, dude, there was a guy. I'm not gonna say names, but there was like a few years ago. Me and Mike were like at a house, and the guy. It wasn't porn. It was kind of like
the fuck out of me.
But it was. We were talking. Me, Mike, and this guy. And he was like, look at that. Look at those titties. Look at that. It was like on his TV, and it was playing. It was like a fucking erotica type of horror.
We're
and it was
too old for this, bro.
I felt like I was Joaquin Phoenix in 8mm. Like I was in that house, and like he was a customer, and he was like showing me some nasty shit. And he's like, back in the 70s, you just don't get bush like that anymore. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck?
There's a very specific time and place for something.
Yeah, and it was I always remember it. It was just like there on like one of those old school TVs, and it was like a fucking scene. And they were like, look at those tits, bro. Look at those. Yeah. Look at that bush. And I'm like,
there's a very thin line between like, you know, getting date raped and just watching porn with someone that you really have to walk carefully. It's the truth. Charlotte Corn. It's called Batman Red Rain.
That's it.
Jay just got it last week, and it was good as fuck. Circa 1991. Thoughts on Cape Crusader, Jay? Hopefully we get 20 plus episodes.
Yeah. The new Batman series that's coming out, the new Batman anime series. It looks really good. I hope so too. I don't know why they ever moved away from the Batman the animated series from the 90s was some of the best cartoon ever, and it was also really there were some really great episodes too that gave you a lot of depth to it. So yeah, I'm glad we're coming back to that. But yeah, dude, I hope that there's not just 20 episodes. I hope they do a couple of seasons of it. It looks great.
Yeah, dude. I did the other morning, I did a Patreon stream watching a random trailer, and then also ended up watching that the Cape Crusader thing. Fucking blown away. Had no idea that it was going to be that good. And I'll watch, dude. It's the Batman animated series 2.0. Like the Batmobile, like everything is so fucking spot on.
Well, there's a lot of people that I know that there was other Batman shows that came out that people really liked, and they had it. They kind of compare it to the animated series, but I don't think anything ever came out after the animated series that stacked up to it, except for this new one. Looks really good.
It looks fucking amazing, dude. It blew me away. And also another trailer we watched during that stream was there's a fucking Lifetime movie starring Freddie Prinze Jr. That's like a thriller. Like he's like cheating on his wife with some young girl in a pool, and the girl dies.
So it's just his real life.
Yeah, it's literally about his life. But then like he's also having his anniversary party at the same time, so everyone's questioning him. Dude, it looks fucking awesome. It comes out on like July 26th.
That's actually weird because I thought Freddie Prinze Jr. had kind of given up acting completely and just does voice acting now.
He looks great, dude. From what I
he
saw,
looks great. He always looked good. Like he didn't. Him and Michelle Gellar still look good, but I'm saying that I feel like they both do voice acting primarily.
Oh yeah, dude. Me and Katie watched Summer Catch the other night, and he looked.
I love that fucking movie.
I love it too. I think we actually did a commentary, but dude, like he was so bad in that fucking movie.
He's awful, but
he's so bad in that movie, but I love him.
So what? I just cut grass and I'm a loser to you. Oh. He always had his fucking mouth hanging up. It's like, oh
yeah. He always looks so concerned. She'd be like, "I love you." He'd be like, "What do you mean?"
Well, yeah. Well,
he always looks like he's questioning everything.
He never really was a great actor. Like he was wooden as fuck.
Yeah, 100%. Darth Vader Jones. Hey guys, I joined the members only membership.
Oh right, we like to see it. Now I have become the master.
I've been a subscriber for years. I love the show. Hey, welcome, dude.
Hey, thank you, dude.
I hope this new members thing is going to be a super fun thing for everybody. We're going to add content to it as we go. Welcome, dude. That's fucking awesome.
Fun fact. Darth Vader Jones was the original name of Darth Vader. George Lucas had to change it.
Also,
can you imagine it's like Darth Vader Jones?
Darth Vader Jones. I'm Darth Vader Jones Jr.
Like Luke's like, Darth Vader Jones is my brother, or about my father and my brother. Are you from Kentucky?
Leave the machine, you motherfucker. Dude, just quick time out. Lee, thank you for all you do for us, man. We really appreciate it. Seriously. I appreciate my brother's heart. She says thank you. She appreciates y'all.
Hey, thank you. No problemos.
We appreciate you. Here's
63 is a hell of a milestone. I mean, I'll be lucky to get to 43. So with everything I've done to my body. So hell yeah.
I just did the drinking, smoking, store from Tommy Boy. Or no, Black Sheep. That was
Black Sheep, yeah.
Thank you, Robin. Appreciate you so fucking much. Christopher Sampson. Fly me to the moon like that bitch. Ask Crimson changed his icon, by the way.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Icon picture. It's different. It's new. It smells wonderful.
That's how I look when I'm waiting at the DMV to get my license renewed. I don't know if I brought money with me.
Hey everyone, can we please party like it's 1999? Would love to see a crossover movie of Loomis and Mrs. Voorhees' love story.
God, that would be great. Yeah, that would be a 100% like not great. Because I mean, what if Mrs. Voorhees went crazy because she was having an affair secretly with Dr. Loomis and he broke it off, and then she like wound up just going nuts because those goddamn campers were the ones that were going to leak it on the internet to people.
I would probably pay money to watch you go back and forth in a conversation as Dr. Loomis and as Pamela Voorhees, having that argument together. Like I would probably pay good money to see that. Honestly,
why don't you let me see it, Doctor? Let me see. Mother wants to look upon your wiener. I've told you, don't talk like that to me, you disgusting hoe. I like it when you talk to me like that. I know. I gotta go to the office.
It was one time. It was one time. I told you not 6 times. One time.
Yeah, it would be great. And actually, you would bring the Halloween and Friday the 13th universes together. What a wonderful moment.
Loomis would totally bang Jason's mom. Love you, Chris, dude. You're fucking awesome.
She wasn't bad. Actually, she wasn't bad, dude. Back in the day, that girl, back when she was younger, the mom. Ooh.
Well, they were going to hire Charlize Theron to do Pam Voorhees. Yeah. Loomis would have jumped all over that.
Oh, my God. I don't care.
Her or Claire Danes.
No problem.
Can't lose. Michael Parton says, speaking of moms, mine surgery went well, and she's at home now. Awesome. She's going to be taking rehab to learn to walk again. I'm relieved, though. Hey, man.
Hey, awesome, dude.
That's fucking great, dude.
Good stuff, dude.
We're happy for you, man. That's fucking awesome. I'm glad that everything's all right. And she's coming out great on the other side of that. You're an awesome fucking dude, and I'm happy for both of you guys so much.
I'll be back. Now it's time to get some apple juice.
Have a pee. Have a pee. Jay's breaking the fast. The fast has been broken. It is now time. Time.
Okay.
I
Breaking
said time.
fast.
Yeah, breaking the fast, breaking the fast, breaking the fast, breaking the fast.
Yeah. 17 hours and 21 minutes.
Don't waste your time. It's me. I'm only the voice inside your head. I fucked that all up. That's what I was. Are you putting ice in it? What are you doing?
I'm getting my
You jerking your smirking?
Yep, I'm doing that too, but I'm getting a cup for my apple juice.
Fancy girl. Dean Cream Between says, I got my cream, pizza, cinnamon rolls, and wham. He's having
That sounds like a
night.
diabetic time, and I love it.
That's a Saturday fucking night, pal.
I want to watch Saturday. That food porn. Film it.
Fucking night. Michael Parton says, I've always been interested in what goes on in the men's football locker room. Who's not?
A lot of, you know what it is? It's like, hey, man, does that look like a fucking rash to you? Pass that jock itch, will you?
It was funny because I was watching one of the Blink-182 shows, and they were in San Antonio, and Tom was like, so like I hear the San Antonio Spurs play here. He was like, I was in the back room there. He's like, you guys only have one shower. He's like, you have one really big shower. He's like, you guys have enough money. All those men shouldn't have to shower separately. He's like, what's up with that?
It's true.
That shit made me laugh. That's true. Like, yeah, I'd be pissed.
I never was on I was never on like a team or anything, but we had to go in the locker rooms for like gym and shit like that. And that's pretty much all that weird shit. Like, did you see that bitch out there in the hallway, dude? I would have loved to put my wiener in her. It was like that,
dude. It's so fucked up because like the way that the world's moved forward, like we're not going to put people in these awkward sexual situations. There are still places in the world that are like making high schoolers go and get butt fucking naked in front of each other and shower. Like that's so mean. Like this is so fucking mean, dude.
I mean,
like, no one should be doing that. That's terrible.
I feel like it was if you're in the gym and you stink and you've been sweaty all day, maybe they're afraid of a lawsuit. Like, what if you got some kind of butt rash?
Curtain, pal.
What if you got a butt rash or something in the hallway and they're like, oh, the parents are going to sue? It's like they didn't have access to a shower.
Dude, me and Jay's brother Cody met getting in a fight with our dicks out in front of a trough in 5th grade. Because you walk in the 5th grade bathroom, dude, there's just a fucking square on the wall. It's just a goddamn square. And all these kids had to walk up and piss in the square. You pull your dick out in front of everybody else. We literally got in fist fight in there in the bathroom. That's how we became friends.
I will say the elementary school like troughs are the nastiest fucking like disgusting shit.
Yeah.
Even as a kid, I'm like, this is fucking, you're peeing in a horse trough. Like,
I will go to bars to this day or sporting events, and they will still have just a trough. It's like you expect men to just whip their dicks out in front of each other. That's so fucked up.
And a fucking hobo comes in and like collects the water, like washes his hair in it. It's nasty.
Yeah. And then you blow them, and it's weird.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
We got a new member, Music Man. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the shit show.
We love it. Thank you, Music Man.
Welcome, pal. It's gonna get better and better as it goes. I promise. It's not gonna always be this terrible.
Can you carry a tune?
Yeah, troughs, men's troughs are like mean as fuck, dude.
That's the men's troughs just makes you feel like you're a worthless piece of trash. Yeah, after we're done with you and you've used up your wallet to purchase the shitty beer, we're not going to give you a good toilet. Just piss in the trough, you pig.
Not fucking cool. Guys, we have reached the point in the evening. We're going to talk some fucking Halloween news. Can you believe we have Halloween news? And the year of our Lord 2020 fucking 4.
Crazy.
Carry the 2. June 29th, Pride Month. We have Halloween news to talk about, all right? I gotta find it. I lost it. Here's the news. Get ready for it.
In a shocking turn of events, Blumhouse has retained rights to Halloween and will make the next $1.
It's gonna get worse before it gets better. No, the Halloween news is this from Cinestealth, which is a scooper account. It's an unofficial, obviously scooper account. You got to take it with a grain of salt, as the kids say, or pepper or hot spice up your buttholes. Oh. But it's a pretty accurate one. So they say Halloween rumors. There's a TV series, as we know, rumored. This is bad news, to be a Starz original.
Oh fuck, dude!
But it could also end up on Paramount Plus or Hulu.
See,
Hulu's good. I'm good with Hulu. Right. I'm good with Paramount Plus even.
Paramount Plus has got a really shitty like streaming situation. Like I don't know why it always fucks up on mine. But Starz original, no man. And it's not that I don't mind Starz. I actually like Starz. I mean, they let Ash vs. Evil Dead. They let them do what they wanted. They actually kept true to the Evil Dead series.
But they can't keep a show going.
That's the problem. It's so like buried beneath all these other streaming services. Nobody gets Starz. No one does. So that's the problem. If it goes to Starz, and also one of our favorite heels, it's gone. Was Heels on Stars? No, it wasn't.
Heels was on Stars.
Heels.
Evil Dead was on Stars.
Yeah,
great fucking shows. And that's the worst possible scenario for me.
Yeah,
other than
it
it
really
going
is.
to like fucking Rumble or Kick or some bullshit like that. It's nothing against Stars, but like two of the greatest fucking shows of the past 20 years that have died a slow fucking death are both the Evil Dead TV series and Heels, and they were both on fucking.
They were
Stars.
amazing. That Heels was one of the best shows that I had watched in recent times. Like one of the best shows, and then they give you a cliffhanger ending that you're never going to get resolution from. It fucking sucks, dude. And then also they happened with Evil Dead, Ash vs. Evil Dead season 3. The ending of that show, the same thing. And it's crazy because, again, Stars is actually a decent company that lets them do their own thing and doesn't really interfere with them and be like, we got to do this or that. They just kind of let them do their own thing. But it's a very obscure type of, again, we know what Stars is if you say Stars. But again, Stars, even back in the day when it was like was one HBO and one Cinemax, nobody really got Stars. It usually came free with like when you got like a Dish network or something. It came free for a few months. That's the problem. Like, again, it's just no one's gonna buy it. It'll die on Stars. It will.
Yeah,
it's got yeah. Paramount Plus. I'll take that.
I'll take Paramount Plus because I believe, I could be wrong on this. I've had several apple juices tonight, but I believe that like shows like Mayors of Kingstown and some shows like that. I think Yellowstone was on Paramount for a moment. Yeah. They have had some successes with shows. But dude, Halloween is such a big deal. Like it is not a show that needs to go to any subpar streaming platform. Like I have my qualms with Netflix. Sure, they cancel great shows way too early, just like the fucking Timothy Olyphant zombie show. Santa Clara or whatever. But like, dude, if Halloween, and I've seen people for months now say Halloween doesn't need to be a TV show. It's better than that. And my argument has been, but TV is so different now with HBO, with the way things go. People put more money into that shit than they do into movies now.
Yeah.
But it's got to go on one of the main ones. Or otherwise, it's going to feel like a fart in the night. No one's going to care. It's not going to catch fire the way it needs to. It has to go, in my opinion, it has to go to Netflix or it has to go to HBO Max. Maybe Hulu can hold it.
Yeah.
Maybe Paramount can hold it, but I don't like either. Like, dude, I want Netflix or HBO Max.
That's what I want on it. I don't know. I can see both sides of it. That it's too good to be a TV show, and that it could work and really just, if they do it right, strengthen the movie franchise overall. But either way, I'd like to see it on. To be fair, and you can say what you want to. I actually enjoy it. HBO Max. I think it should go to HBO Max. I feel like HBO Max is powerful, and there's something very. Oh god damn, HBO Max! It just feels good when you say it's on. It's like it's on HBO.
Or just HBO. That's what they're doing with the Pennywise series. They're calling it now. They're calling it an HBO original. It's kind of confusing how they're going to do that. But like HBO or Netflix, they're going to be in the mainstay of pop culture. Like, dude, Jake Gyllenhaal, like one of the fucking biggest actors in the world right now, is on an Apple TV show called Presumed Innocent, and no one's fucking talking about it because it's just on Apple.
Shows all horseshit too. That's like Apple TV show, an Apple TV show, and Apple TV like subscription is like your mom giving you great value Pop-Tarts. It's horse shit. You were thinking that the entire time when you got home from school, you were gonna get regular goddamn cherry Pop-Tarts, and you get home and it's the fucking brown sugar great value brand. And you're like, fuck me in the ass.
Well, dude, don't get me wrong. But Ted Lasso's fucking amazing, but like if it was on Netflix, it'd be 10 times fucking bigger.
HBO Max is where it's at. That's where they should be going. Not Paramount Plus. Again, you like Paramount Plus, that's fine. I get it. I just don't like it. Hulu's okay, but HBO Max.
I'd rather have HBO Max.
I want HBO Max.
I agree.
I do. I just feel like there's something powerful. Even Netflix. Netflix feels like the Diet Coke. Then you go to HBO Max and it's like having, like, hey, bitch, you want some vodka and Red Bulls? Like, yeah, I do.
I'll take Netflix above all else because it's the biggest one.
But see, back in the day, HBO Max has got a budget, so they can give you a great show. Netflix can give you a great show with their budget. Even Amazon can give you a great, because Amazon's got a lot of good original
and that's
programming
even touch
too.
And go because sometimes they fuck up too.
But I mean, generally speaking, I would, if it goes to Stars, because here's the thing, Halloween is Halloween. I feel like Halloween, it's bigger than Evil Dead. Yes, 100% it is. It's a bigger franchise overall. But see, Bruce Campbell, back in the day when Ash vs. Evil Dead was on Stars, they could see the numbers were going down. And he even said, I think during an interview or when they were having all the actors were on stage and they were talking, he was like, if you want the show to continue, buy subscriptions. And nobody bought them. That's the problem. They love the show, but they wouldn't go out and buy the subscription. So that's the problem with how if Halloween goes to Stars, people are like, I love Halloween, but they won't buy the subscriptions. They'll get that 1 month free and then they'll stop watching it.
Dude, I don't want the risk. Like, I don't want any risk with the Halloween because, like, people are right. Like, on one hand, I think a Halloween TV show sounds fucking awesome. And I think it's going to be so fun to cover. And I think it's going to be fun to talk about. But it is such a risk. Like, and I think I'm realizing this right now with this news more than I ever did before. When people are like, no, it needs to stay in the movies. I'm like, yeah, but TV is huge now. But when you think about how the streamers work, like, dude, if Halloween goes for broke and they do a TV series and it goes to fucking Stars or it goes to fucking Hulu and it goes to one of these places and it's just not big enough to carry, it's going to tank the fucking Halloween brand in an awful way. They've got to really, really think about this. I'm scared. I'm scared.
It's going to, if it does bad or if it goes bad, I don't know if it'll tank it because if you look at stuff like Freddy's Nightmares, it sucked and it didn't tank the franchise. I feel like it'll hurt the image of it.
It's decades ago, though.
It might just be one of those situations where, like, if it's terrible and they're like, we're not going to renew it after season 1, they'll be like, all right, well, we lesson learned. It doesn't belong on the small screen, and they will never do it again. But I don't think it's going to happen. I actually, like I said, I'm torn tip between both. I can understand why people don't want it to be on the small screen, and then I understand what people do, and they think it can be great. I think if you get a good showrunner and you get good script writers and you cast it right, it could be very good. I feel like it could be a good companion piece to the Halloween movies, especially the new Halloween movie they're going to do. But at the end of the day, I think the worst decision that could be made right now is Stars. And the problem is, and what you got to think about though, is Stars, Paramount, and Hulu the only 3 streaming services that are offering to put it on their platform? Because if that's the case, then that's where they are.
Yeah, so, and that's the thing, man. Like, it's super important. It's super important because, like, imagine there's a good possibility that we get a Halloween TV series that fucking rips. That's fucking awesome. And people are just exhausted with paying for multiple streaming services, and it gets lost in the huge fucking wave of all the shows and all the content coming from all of them. It to me, if I'm running the Halloween franchise, it has to go to Netflix. It has to go to HBO Max.
I think those only 2 I would do.
And maybe it'll stand out. Like, I get why Stars would want it. I get why Hulu would want it. I get why Paramount would want it because it could change the whole game. Halloween's that big of a franchise. I'm not saying it's a definite fact it's going to fail if it goes to those, but it really puts the fucking it makes my underwear feel really tight around my nutsack.
I could see the moisty. Like, I could see the moisty when you stood up.
I'm nervous, dude.
It's so moist. But you're right though. Maybe they definitely those 3 streaming platforms would love to get their hands on it. Because I know it could be a game changer for them, especially Stars. But again, I don't think it'll be. I just don't think Stars has got the power to bring it to the masses the way that it should. I think
Stars has proven they can have. They've had at least 2 amazing shows that the content was there and they couldn't promote it.
Well, if you look at Heels, for example.
Yep.
Mike and I were talking about Heels to several to you folks a couple of months back about how great it was and how much we wanted. And then some of you folks actually got a chance to watch it. It's like, yeah, it was really good. I liked it a lot. And then that just went, they said, fuck it. We can't, there's nobody watching it. So we got to get rid of it. I feel like the thing about Stars though, is maybe they think that we understand that we failed with Ash versus Evil Dead. We failed with something like Hills, but maybe because Halloween is so big, it can do wonder and it will actually make people buy the subscription of Stars. I don't think that's true. I think people, you've already mentioned it, which is already, there is a tiredness of buying streaming services to watch shows. It's just, it's over. Like, and I knew this was going to happen when they all started coming out with streaming service. Everyone's a fucking Urkel's got a streaming service. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's so tiresome now that you don't know what to fucking, so this is where we're at. I actually am shocked that something like Peacock hasn't come across and tried to get a hold of it because they already had the rights to the movie exclusively. So I'm actually shocked that Peacock's not in the mix.
I'm just, dude, I am hopeful that I know how big Halloween is. Like, I know on one hand, I really do know like how hardcore Halloween fans are. And I know that they're going to flock to this wherever it is. Like, I feel like Halloween fans are so hardcore that if they did a Halloween TV series on fucking organicbuttholes.com, people would sign up and pay $20 a month just to watch the Halloween TV series. So like, I think there's a chance no matter where it goes, but it makes me super fucking nervous. Cause once you dilute the content, once you dilute it to a certain point, it could really hurt it. Look at what Dimension was doing with Hellraiser and all their content and their IP back in the day, they would just go, fuck it, let's go straight to DVD, and it would kill it. I'm scared to death, and I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I am scared to death that they're going to dilute the Halloween content so much. It's not going to be, it's going to be like Star Wars. It's not going to be, oh, if there's a Halloween movie, it's a huge fucking event and everyone's got to be there for it. Yeah. This is what Star Wars did. They diluted the content and it went by the wayside. I would hate to see that happen with Halloween.
I think that was the argument people were saying, that they don't think it needs to be on TV. Maybe they feel like it'll be too diluted if by the time, but I
just
also
always assumed it was going to be a huge event. Everyone would be there.
On TV doesn't mean they're going to again, it's going to depend on whether or not it's fucking good. That's going to be the bottom line. And here's the other thing. At the end of the day, if it sucks, I really don't think it's going to hurt Halloween. Because Halloween survived Season of the Witch, which derailed the whole fucking Michael Myers story.
Again, that was ages ago,
Well, yeah, but it survived it because people thought they were lied to get them in the theater. They were using the name Halloween. They expected to see Michael Myers, and they got some goddamn masks from Walmart that melt your face. But here's the thing. I think it's not going to be good, but it'll hurt the image a little bit. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to suck. I think that they're going to do a good job, and I'm going to be interested to see what they do with it.
My biggest fear is that it's going to be great and no one's going to watch it.
Well, that's also the other fear of it. But and by the way, I'm just reading the second quote down here where it says this would indicate a period piece unless there's a time jump or something. And then he goes on to say, I assume we'd have to get at least another year's Halloween unless that's the planned tie-in movie that's been teased. Haven't heard Laurie Strode's name mentioned at all, which is great. I don't want Laurie Strode involved at all. We do not need a Laurie Strode origin, a Laurie Strode mention. She's gone. She moved out, Jim. She's not talking to you ever again. So move on with that. I think that they could easily do something like they can mention it in passing on the TV show, which is fine. Yeah. That's okay. Even then, I think it's too much. I don't want Laurie Strode mentioned at all. But if she's mentioned, as long as it's not focused around her or the murder of her sister, they kind of move past that, and then they're talking about maybe building a little bit of a dynamic relationship between Loomis and Meyer or something I don't know, something like that. Just moving past the Laurie Strode thing. That's the direction we need to go in. But
on the other hand of that, there's another part of this that I hate, and that's honestly, it kind of feels like bad news all the way around, because the second part of this was Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis will appear. So they're saying that Dr. Loomis will be a part of this. So they're obviously going to have to recast Pleasance. The story could pick up immediately after the events of the original film and involve Michael being sent to a maximum security prison. Listen, recasting Loomis was always going to be a huge fucking risk alone. Mm-hmm. But how many fucking times have we done this? I feel like, just to be honest with you, dude, I feel like if you're going to start a new TV series, the worst possible thing you could do is be like, hey, let's do a requel. Let's let the original stand and start from there. Yeah. The best thing, if you're going to do a TV series, you should watch it from a clean slate. You should start anew. Because we've already fucking requeled this thing to death. Starting from the original it feels kind of like a death sentence to me. You should start fresh, tell the whole story anew, and bring in new stuff. I hate that idea.
Maybe it's going to be maybe it'll be like House MD with Dr. Loomis. It'll be inside the asylum. And he'll be he goes, hey, doctor, my son, there's something wrong with him. He looks at dead cats all day long. It's he's crazy as fuck. Put him on Ritalin. Get him in the room.
This parakeet's been raped.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything they're like House MD. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of cool, the setting to put it, because I could see the maximum security prison or the mental asylum would be the actual setting for the first season, and we have to deal with maybe how Dr. Loomis, because that's the thing. Here's the thing. The way that TV show could also make a mistake, which I don't want, is lifting the veil up on the panties too much on Michael. I don't want to see under there. I don't know what he's working with. I don't want to see it, because that's what happened. That's where my critique of the Rob Zombie Halloween came in with both of us, because I feel like the relationship between him and Loomis, first off, I hated the way that they handled Michael Myers. Fucking shit, I hate that shit. The way they did that in the remake, I didn't like that at all. The first 25 minutes, fuck that. So I don't want them to make the same mistake and do that again, because the mystique of Michael is what makes him so interesting. The supernatural aspect. And again, in the original movies, they said Michael just stared at a fucking wall. He never talked. He never did anything. He didn't interact. Nothing. So if
that was creepier than him just being weird in a prison cell.
So it could only be maybe they would do a season of Loomis talking about the notes that he took, or something about how maybe the slow realization that he was purely evil. Because remember, in the original movie, Loomis said he spent so much time trying to keep him locked up because he realized that he was evil. But so what made him think that? You know what I mean? Like, what was the full-on realization that Loomis finally figured out this boy is pure evil and we got to keep him locked up at all costs?
Dude, I agree with Stacey James right here, where he says it's just going to be a bunch of filler, and like I don't want that. Like I don't want to see what Michael Myers did when he wasn't Michael Myers, when he didn't have the mask, when he wasn't stalking babysitters. I don't want to see him how he was. I want to see Michael Myers. Like I want to see fucking Michael Myers with the mask, stalking babysitters and doing his thing. I don't want to see him locked up, whatever the fuck. I think this is a huge fucking mistake and a misstep if this is what they do. Like, I hate it. I
just don't feel like they have any intention, I really don't, of moving past one season. I feel like it's a one season kind of deal. They're going to give a little bit of backstory. I think that the guy on Twitter, on the tweets, said it like, this is going to be a tie-in to the next movie. That's exactly what I think they're going to do. I don't think they have any intention of doing more than one season, or they just kind of like, what's that movie? The Gordon Ramsay, the fucking Jim Gordon show they did, Gotham stuff.
Yeah.
It was like a backstory with him. And which I didn't give a fuck about. I would have rather watched that than Pennyworth, but either way. But my point being is like, I feel like that's maybe I just not thought of it. That's exactly what they're going to do. There's not going to be a season 2. It's going to be one season, and it's just a fucking companion piece to the upcoming movie.
Which is a huge mistake, because if you do the thing right, if you start the story from scratch again, picking up from the original is such a fucking mistake, dude. It is such a goddamn mistake. You're already dealing with multiple reboots, with multiple fucking requels. You're jumping right back into the same thing. Tell the story anew with fresh characters. Michael Myers stays the same. Everything else changes. Maybe keep Dr. Loomis. Sure, if you can find the perfect casting, fine. But other than that, you start fresh, you start anew, and then you can go anywhere with it, you know? And I just fucking hate this idea that they're going to just pick up from the original, do some standard generic ass shit. They're going to give us half-assed Michael Myers, Michael in prison, Michael at Smith's Grove. Like,
it's going to be Locked Up Raw.
I fucking hate it, dude. I hate that idea so much. But he does go on to say, he says, let me share my screen with you guys real quick so you guys can see this as well. He says, that this would indicate a period piece unless there's a time jump or something. I assume we'd have to get to at least another year's Halloween, unless that's the plan tie in the movie to the movie's release. And obviously haven't heard.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, well, I might have jumped out when I was reading that, but yeah, I just feel like it's not going to move past one season. It's a companion piece. I pretty much already said it. He said it dead on. A tie-in piece for the new movie. That's exactly what it's going to be. I think that's exactly what it is. I didn't even think about that. And I'm like, now just thinking, I was like, that's exactly what they'll do.
I mean, I love the idea of tying whatever they do into a movie, because I want to see Michael Myers on the big screen. Yeah. But dude, just picking up from what's already been done is such a fucking mistake.
Well,
especially if you're not going to have Michael Myers in full, in mask, terrorizing the streets of Haddonfield or wherever. Yeah. Like, I don't want to fucking see Michael Myers in Smith's Grove with no mask on for a whole fucking season.
No, I don't think they're gonna. If they're smart, they won't do that. They won't. Yeah. I mean, this motherfucker has been unmasked more than Michael Keaton's Batman, and that's too much. But here's the thing. I think it's going to be a companion piece. That's just what I feel like it's going to be. And at the end of the day, Starz is a bad platform for it. I don't think it's a good enough platform, even if they were going to do more than one season. But it could be good. I like anything lore around the Halloween series is good. I think that's great. But here's also the thing. It's a studio. Studios get involved. Us as Halloween fans have a lot more love for like something like the Dr. Loomis character. He's a lot more like beholden to us. But to a studio, they're gonna like, he's just a fucking old therapist. Who gives a shit? He's not central to the movie. It's Laurie Strode and Michael Myers. That's what they say. So I mean, I feel like I feel like it's a mistake to cast Dr. Loomis. I wouldn't have done that. I would have done something else without Dr. Loomis, or
make a new character that's
Dr. because Loomis. That's a very important role for Halloween fans. That's a very important role. But I feel like the studios don't give a shit about that, and they're like, "Who cares?" He's just Donald Pleasance was a great actor, but who cares?
Dude, it's just like when they were saying that the original plan for the A24 Crystal Lake series was, we're going to deconstruct Jason. Like, dude, Jason doesn't need to be fucking deconstructed. All right. We need fucking, all people want is goddamn Jason Voorhees in the woods killing people. And then let's take the story from there. The most interesting thing that Jason Voorhees fans are interested in is, what if it was real life and Jason was killing people just like for a moment, Jason Goes to Hell did. Like that's the
Oh, yeah,
natural
yeah.
progression. The FBI shows up. This guy, this
That was great.
this mythical creature showing up and killing people. What would happen if that was real life? The FBI would show up. What would he do? What would happen? There's no reason
It
to
actually-
go back and tell the same tired fucking story again.
Even Jason
Like-
Goes to Space, Jason X had more of a realistic spin on a lot of things, that the
Yeah.
government took him down to an underground facility and experimented on him.
Yeah,
Like,
y'all
that
are
makes total
fucking
fucking
up so bad with this. But Music Man, thank you. I don't know if we mentioned this before, but
We did.
new member.
Hold on a second.
Welcome. Once again, if not, if we did before. Yeah, dude, I'm so bummed with this. Like I God damn, dude, you're just gonna go to the well one too many fucking times. You really are. Dean Creamer says, always that one kid in the elementary school that either barfs or shits himself and stinks up the hallways. Dude, do you remember when a kid would throw up in the hallways and the janitor would show up with that like white crispy shit that he would dump everywhere and it would stink? That was always
Yeah,
awful.
the pink shit, the pink sawdust.
Yeah, that shit smelled awful. It was terrible.
That's true.
And that's maybe what's going to happen here.
But I don't know, what's this well you speak of? What's well?
Whale.
The well, W-E-L-L.
No, I said going back to the well of like, hey, let's go back to the original movie and take place from
that's
there.
true. Yeah,
Dude,
I
tell
agree
a new
with
fucking story. Like, start it
you.
anew.
I had to go
Like-
get a beer. I caught the last end of it. I wanted to play with your titties about it. But
You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think going back to the dude, everyone's tried to, hey, let's go back and pick up from what John Carpenter did. That's a fucking mistake.
That's true.
Tell a new
we're gonna
fucking
get shit on
story.
for this. I know we are.
I don't care. Like, fuck it. Like, no one's going to do what John Carpenter. It's a different time. People have different expectations. We've seen Men in Masks before. We've seen all of what John Carpenter did before. Tell a new fucking story for today's
How
audience.
long have we been asking for it? How long? How
Like,
long as fans
so
have we been like even going outside of Haddonfield? Would they ever do that? Fuck no, they won't. They'll never do that. But
yeah, it's such an easy fucking thing. God, I hope that God this is not real. Shell Bell says, JJ, what happened to the moonlighting? That light you have is very harsh. Much love.
I don't know. Like, you know what it was? Someone said I looked like I had jaundice. Because I had the yellow light.
Sometimes
so
I look at myself in the mirror in the morning.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh,
well, it freaked me out, so I turned it off to the other one. I don't know. I'll change it. I look like the boy in the striped pajamas right now. I know.
I think you look good. I like your haircut. I think you look nice.
I look like GI bitch.
I think you got a smooth. I like your haircut, dude. I think you look good. Fuck that guy. Hey, fuck you, Shell Bell. I'm just kidding.
No,
buddy.
it wasn't Shell Bell, but no, I'll fix it. I'll fix it for you.
I think it looks good, buddy. I think you look great. Michael Bard, you're losing weight. Fucking stop smoking.
That's
Give
just
this
because
man
I'll
some
die.
fucking
If I don't,
credit.
I'll die. I was like, I'm not going out like John Candy. I won't
Give
do
this
it.
man some fucking credit. Hey, by the way, yesterday was 2 weeks without a cigarette for me and Kate as well. So we're on that board. So next time we hang out, there will be no ciggies. We're on your fucking plan. We're doing that shit.
That's a good plan.
It's gonna be
Stick
fucking
to it.
nice.
You will live long.
Yes, Michael Parton, dude, that's very kind of you, Michael. You're always so
thank you,
supportive.
Michael.
You're always so nice. You didn't need to do that. We really appreciate you, though, man. He says, I love you guys. You're fun, loving, caring, awesome, cute, cuddly, hot, and sexy, and you're like the best friends I've ever had. I truly mean
Hey,
it.
man, thank you, Michael. That really means a lot to us. Thank you, dude. That actually is very, very nice of you. And it's words that we never hear from our wives. So it's very nice to hear it from somebody on the internet we've never met before.
It's
But,
like
hopefully we get to meet you one day, and hopefully you get to come to Scarefest. But that really very, very sweet of you. Thank you. You guys mean a lot to us. You guys are like our best friends too that we get to hang out with.
100%, man. What he said was like Bane and Dark Knight Rises. Like, we will need it. We will need the compliments going forward. Yes. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
You're a good man, man. We appreciate you. Thank you. Robin Barker, we appreciate you as well. Thank you so much. It should be on HBO or Netflix. Starting right after 1978 is a bad idea. Totally agree. We've seen that story 1,000 times. If the show follows a grown Steven from age 6, the story is wide open at that point. It has more wiggle room.
Love that. Love that Joker. I love that, Robin.
Look, I understand both parts of that, because like if you start with age 6 or you start anywhere mid-franchise, it's going to be really hard for the general fan, the general audience to jump on board with and understand what's like. We'll love it, we'll understand it, we'll love it, but the average person might be confused, and that might cause them to check out, especially if we're watching a show on fucking Paramount Plus or Hulu or whatever.
I would,
but I would love it personally.
Yeah, the Steven thing, like we love Curse of Michael Myers, we do, but that story would be so fucking the runes. That would be such a hard story to tell in a TV format when nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about. Because how many people would go back and watch Curse of Michael Myers? Not many.
Yeah.
So I know why they're doing it, because I feel like they're thinking, where are we going to start? At what point in time with Halloween in a TV show, because everyone's going to know about the babysitter murders. So we'll just start there, which I think is a mistake, but whatever.
I maintain, and the last thing I'll say is like, start fresh. The only characters you have are Michael Myers, maybe Dr. Loomis, because he's such a cool character.
Yeah.
If you can find the perfect person and you have someone that writes it perfectly, then maybe Dr. Loomis. But apart from that, do a fresh fucking story, start anew, and going forward, season by season, take what worked from every sequel you did, every fucking Halloween sequel, take the best parts, put them into the show, leave the worst out, and move forward that way. There was no fucking reason to go back and retread for the 10 billionth fucking time what they did in the original Halloween movie. It's so simple. I don't know why we're fucking it up.
Because it's something they go back to it, because they go back to the well, as you would say, is because it makes money, and they know that people are like older or like non-vanilla or vanilla fans are going to come and flock to it. They know it's a guaranteed piece of shit. I'll pick it up in a box.
That's why we'll see Jamie Lee Curtis come back when she's 99 years old.
They better not.
You know?
If they do that shit, I could see, because I don't know. Jamie Lee Curtis really isn't doing anything as far as movies go.
Fuck,
I could see her showing up. It's like, I remember.
Shut up.
You know, like they could do it where she's like, oh my god, dude! Like,
shut up. I fucking hope not. Hey, thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. This has been a fucking blast, as it always is. You guys are too kind to us. We really appreciate it. This has been fun. We love your fucking faces. Comment down below. Hey, like the video. That helps a lot. And you guys are already too good to us. I want to ask for a single thing more. You guys fucking rule. Have a great fucking weekend.
See you guys. Thank you so much. Stay frosty. Suck your dicks.
Suck your dick if you can, because it feels good. It doesn't feel like someone else is sucking. It feels like you're sucking.